Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anonymity like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? It's been a while since we said that, right? Welcome back to another episode of the What's Up PlayStation podcast, episode 106 to be exact. Yes, man, we are back from our little God of War vacation, or little God of War hiatus, and it feels good. It feels good. Yeah. To be back, man. We got a lot of PlayStation news to talk about this week. The domination of the PlayStation Nation. Oh, man. Hey, listen, it's going to be a good one, guys. It's going to be a good one. We got some God of War thoughts and opinions. Heck, even a review to talk about. No spoilers. No spoilers. We're not going to spoil it for you guys. I'm pretty sure, you know, we'll have something planned as far as like a spoiler talk or whatnot for God of War Ragnarok. But man, it's been a crazy gaming couple of weeks, and we've been enjoying it, man. And hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed God of War Ragnarok. If you guys finish it or not, hopefully you're having a good time, man. But welcome back, everyone. Once again, like I said, What's Up PlayStation Podcast. If you guys are new here to What's Up PlayStation Podcast, we are a PlayStation-centric podcast where we talk about the latest. And I mean the greatest, the good, the bad, the ugly news of PlayStation throughout the week. I am one of your hosts, Jay Bari, and I got the best list on YouTube. Let me tell you. But What's Up PlayStation podcast is a two-man crew. Two people are at the helm of the ship here. You know what I mean? When we say go left, we both go left. When we say go right, we both turn right. Huh? When we say turn straight, we both turn straight. Well, you can't really turn straight. You just got to go straight. You know the vibes. It's been a week, guys. I apologize. Let me introduce the other host of the What's Up PlayStation podcast, the God of War himself. Huh? The All-Father. Huh? Gaming with Persona. Yo, Persona, what's good, bro?
Pretender God for the All-Father.
The God of Thunder himself.
Yes, sir. Well, you be the God of Thunder. I'm Kratos. I'll be Kratos.
Amen. No spoilers.
Of course not. Of course not. Ain't nothing to spoil.
I was going to spoil it.
Yeah, you were going to spoil it. You see, guys. What's going to happen is Bari is the one that goes for. He always say, "Oh, Persona, you're the one." You know, it's a couple times during the week when we was playing. I call up Bari, like, "Oh, Bari, did you get to this point yet?" Yeah, we talking, and then we'll talk about something. Oh, see, I gotta hang up the phone because see, that you gonna spoil it.
I know. Listen,
spoil it.
Anybody that knows Persona, there's two people in the council camp, right? Court, my man Stealth Guy Gaming, and Persona. They would not spoil in the beginning, but when you further that conversation, something gonna slip. And I told Persona, I say, yo, bro, you my mans, but I'm hanging up this phone, God, because I know you.
You know damn well I ain't gonna spoil the game, bro. You know I ain't like that, man.
It's subtle. It's subtle. It's not like a crazy spoiler, but it's subtle.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, I already lost like 15, 20 subscribers on my channel. I only posted up 3 boss fights. Posted up 3 boss fights.
Tell me about it, bro.
I'm just like, yo, what's going on? I just posted up the first 3 boss fights at the beginning of the game, and they already said, "Oh, I gotta unsubscribe." It's like,
listen, man, they ain't reached that yet. You know what I mean?
First 2 main boss fights and a mini boss fight. That's the beginning of the game, brother.
Not everybody play games the same way you play games. They ain't reached that yet.
That's the beginning. That's literally the first hour, 2 hours of the game. I'm not even capping. That's like the first 2 hours of the game, bro. Come on, man.
Yo, really and truly, I gotta say this: as content creators, I don't think we have to. We shouldn't be worrying about that stuff because we're really truly like us YouTubers. We're delaying us doing content ideas and creation because we want to respect people with spoilers and whatnot. But all the people that create content, they don't give a fuck about that. The day the game come out, I'm pretty sure the IGNs, all the websites that people go to claim that they hate spoilers, but to get tips and tricks from, they got all them shits there on their YouTube channels, and you guys don't unsubscribe from them shits. But 2 little old New Yorkers, put up 3 boss fights.
I mean, people were getting mad at me. People were getting mad at me because when I beat the game, I posted up the credits.
Oh yeah, but they don't know that's how the credits is. But it is.
They told me, "Oh, you posted spoilers." I said, "The credits."
The credits, yeah.
The credits.
Yeah, somebody got mad at me because it's like I keep seeing the same screenshot from everybody when they beat the game. I'm scared now. I was like, my bad, dog.
But yo, listen, man, it's so great to be back, man. What's Up PlayStation podcast episode 106. We got a really great show for you guys today. Y'all already know it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be fun. Lots of laughs, lots of entertainment, man. Make sure y'all share out the stream. And it's good to get back in the rigmarole. It's funny too, because it's like we back this week, but then next week is Thanksgiving, so we off again.
Yeah.
So it's like holiday time is always weird when podcasting, because you're kind of 1 week you're on, 1 week you're off and whatnot. But we got a really great show for y'all today, man. So I'm excited, glad to be here. And shout out to y'all for starting your mornings off with What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast for the community by the community. Can't wait.
Sir, man. Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Being patient, being humble. You know the vibes when it comes to when it comes to these big games that come out. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure you guys probably feel the same way. Sometimes you just want to sit down and play the game. Actually, if you're really enjoying the game, you're going to keep on playing it. You're going to, you want to finish it. You want to do certain things. And like Saturdays is like really our free days to do stuff. And you know, a game like this come out, you know, we want to sit down and
Want to play
the game. So
not only that, but I mean, for those that have been following myself and Bari either here on WUPS or follow me on my personal channel, even on Twitter, y'all know God of War Ragnarok that's the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Y'all know y'all know I was gonna be putting a lot of time into this game, man. By the end of like my platinum and everything, it was about like 65 hours. I'm like, all right, that's good time. And I was playing on the second hardest difficulty, going in blind. So
yeah, I platinum in around like 73 hours, 75. Because I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. The Muspelheim trials, I was a little confused, man. Yo, bro, Christ. I thought the game glitched up with me because at first I didn't know that you had. Well, I'm not even gonna go fully explain. At first, I didn't know you had to do a certain thing. So I'm like, yo, why is this closed out? So I was going back. I was doing some other stuff. Now coming back, making sure, all right, maybe I just got to leave and come back. And it was still closed. I was like, what the hell? I don't know what's going on.
What I ended up doing was just to make sure I got everything proper. I followed the symbols on the floor in the middle of the sword. So wherever I didn't get a chest from, that's what I used to open that up.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the initial part. I didn't know because when you do certain things, it close out.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what the hell? Yeah. I'm thinking that you got to keep doing it. And then I had to figure out the actual patterns. I was like, okay.
Yep.
It's kind of sitting. So I was doing some, then I was leaving, doing some, leaving. There was one, bro, it took me like the whole day doing. It took me the whole day doing like one of them, right? I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I was questioning myself as a gamer person. I was like, yo, maybe I'm just not good, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm getting clapped up. Like I can't survive. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Well, you guys, when you get there, you're gonna know. We're not going to spoil nothing, but you're gonna know. But man, it's been a great week.
The game been out almost 2. Yo, go ahead.
We're gonna give it 3 weeks. The next show,
3 weeks.
We'll probably go more in depth as far as what's going on, what we did in the story. Because I don't know people's personal life and what they do, but I don't get it. You know what I mean? It's a big game. A lot of conversation is gonna come out. We was respectful as far as not saying nothing during the week of the game. This is the week after. We're almost in 2 weeks now. And people get still upset with that stuff. So, you know what I mean? We'll do what we do. But we're still going to give our like overall thoughts and opinions. But you know how we do this show. You know how we do the vibes. We got to shout out the PlayStation, the WUPS Nation members.
Yes, sir.
On the channel, man.
Yes, sir. So listen, guys, WUPS Nation, which is our membership here on What's Up PlayStation YouTube channel, man. If you want to become a member, the link is in the description. It's never mandatory, but it's always appreciated. And we got to shout out the WUPS Nation, man. So for our WUPS members, we've got Tricelsius, Howard Gaming, J942, that guy Smitty, Damien, which is a platinum. So it means he's a day one. Sonyverse 2.1, Alfonso Carter, Henry Heck, another platinum in the building. Kyle Ward, 789, The Young John, Star Guardian 88, Oolong T Gaming, Stranded Ninja Gaming, Stone, Juan Sosa Gaming, Rabbit Got the Gun, Jay Bari,
yes sir,
with best list on YouTube, platinum.
Yes sir.
Games for Eternity, TTFP Rules, King Thrash Gaming, Brap, Julian Johnson, Stealth Guy Gaming, DeJuan Thompson, Requiem of Demons, It's Me Baby 80,
It's Me
Baby, Light Gamer, DC Gaming, John Donuts, Tarana Duffy, Tactical Gamer, Alfonso Carter, AC, Steady Flow, another platinum in the building.
He's steady flowing.
Stir Crazy, another platinum in the building. Stardust Acero, another platinum in the building. Gian the Don, another platinum in the building. J Gamer UK, another platinum in the building.
Platinum up.
Cyber Dragon, another platinum. Unicron, a platinum. C Fresh 2180, platinum. Strictly Gaming, platinum. Viper Reaps Corner, platinum. J Wright, platinum. Blue Mustang 357, platinum. Shy City Gamer, platinum. King Keys.
King Keys.
King Kiso Platinum, boys. Bird Platinum. Upchuck Gaming Platinum. Also, make sure you guys check out Upchuck Gaming and Dreology's podcast, Plus on Block podcast, every Friday, 8:30 Eastern. Make sure you guys check out yesterday's episode. It was really good. The Wreck Platinum. Navigator 3221 Platinum. Nari!
You gotta go Super Saiyan when you say my man Rico.
Platinum in the building. The Great Gaming with Persona. Platinum in the building.
Platinum up.
Dreology 619. Platinum in the building. And then last but not least, Mr. Go Try Hard Guy Uchiha. Platinum in the building. Shout out to all the WUPS Nation, man. We appreciate y'all so much.
Damn,
rocking
man.
out
Platinum
with us,
up.
man. Platinums in the building, man. Throw them platinums in the chat, guys. Throw them platinums in the chat. And remember, guys, if you do want to become a member on the channel, the link is in the description. Never mandatory, but always appreciated.
Unfortunately, guys, we got sad news today. This is going to be Persona's last week as being a host for What's Up PlayStation Podcast. And it's been a great ride with Persona, but you know what I mean? He out here Twitter spacing rather than doing some gaming. You know what I mean? With his level 3 PlayStation Stars level. We strive for greatness here on What's Up PlayStation Podcast. So he's a level 3. You know what I mean? We level 4s out here, huh?
Yeah, man. You know, me being level 3, I just feel like it's not. I don't deserve to be on this show anymore. Because I'm just sitting in Twitter spaces and not playing games because I should have been at level 4 already, even though I'm 4 trophies away from level 4. Here at What's Up PlayStation, we do not accept anything less than greatness.
Absolutely.
So I have to resign from being a member of WUPS.
How are you going to re-cancel or get another refund for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? If you're not a level 4, bro.
You're right. I got to be able to cut the line. So, I'll be better. I'll do better.
Don't be sorry. Be better.
Yes, absolutely. I'll be better with my level with my level 3 ass. Nah, I'll definitely be level 4 by like the bullshit.
You about to be level 4 today?
Yeah, absolutely. I literally only have 4 trophies. Like that's it. 4 trophies. I'm about to get that on Star Wars shit real quick.
Yo, let me stop capping, bro. I just got to level 4 like 2 hours ago, so it ain't no shit, man. But yo, shout out to everybody, man, and you know, just out here gaming and all that, man. We about to be at the level 4 boys, and we about to test out that that priority customer service. You feel me?
Yes,
so,
sir.
We'll have an impressions very soon when it comes to that. But we just joking, guys. We just joking. We don't really care what level you at, as long as you playing your games. Which I mean, that it comes naturally.
I mean, being a level 4 definitely says you playing games. I ain't going to cap. You know, that's a very good indicator that you gaming.
Guarantee. Yep, I agree 100%. But yo, Persona, let's get into the games for the week. You know the vibes. We got to let the PlayStation Nation know which games came out this week for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Big sales going on, by the way, this week. They started their Black Friday sales. So if you guys are interested in some of these games that came out prior to this year or even before this year, definitely go and check them out, man, because they got these games pretty cheap right now. Some recent games too, they got is on sale. Like I think I've seen Plague Tale Rec Room for like $40-something now on the PlayStation Store. But yo, shout out to PlayStation, constantly with the deals and the sales on the digital storefront, and it's a good thing to see, man. It's a good thing to see. But let's talk about the games that came out this week, November 14th to the 20th, for the PlayStation 5 and 4, and let's start them out with Do Not Open for the PlayStation 5. Inertial Drift for the PlayStation 5. Persona, did you say you was going to review Inertial Drift, or was that the other racing game?
Didn't you say you was going to review Stroke the Rabbit? Where's that at?
Yo,
where's that
this
at?
man got a good memory. Hold up.
Where is that? The chat's still waiting on that review, sir.
Let's continue. And then we have Rakito for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Yeah, I'm actually interested. I'm actually interested in this game. Somebody look this game up real quick and let me know what it is. It's like one of them rocket games that you probably got to, ride or it just blows up. I don't know. Let me know the description of the game. Siberia, The World Before for the PlayStation 5. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They be dropping them. Are people really playing them Siberia games, bro? I'll be seeing them since
no cap.
I'm like,
because I was gonna ask you, like, didn't we see this game already on the list here?
PS4.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
But there's multiple different Siberia games. So and I'm just like, are people really like playing this shit, Siberia?
Oh, gotcha.
Like, it's definitely got to have some type
familiar.
of
It does
following.
sound familiar.
Yeah. PS4 during the PlayStation 4 generation, they dropped a couple of Siberia games.
Okay, all right. You want to review one?
Hell no! Come on, absolutely. I ain't been saying it like that, but nah, I'm not reviewing that. That's definitely not my cup of tea.
All right. Yo, then we had Shredder's Revenge for the PlayStation 5. Yo, I actually rebought.
You rebought it?
Yeah, I did.
I was trying to hold out, man. I was just like,
because I was curious.
Me
I was curious, and it's really what the article said. There's no upgrade to this joint, bruh. I'm actually shocked.
Can you at least transfer your PS4 save to PS5 so you can get the platinum?
No, I didn't see any option like that for
what? Yo, it's
a short game, so I didn't really mind, but I was just like, damn, y'all could at least like 120 frames or what I mean, like something what I mean. A game that I think, is well deserved, especially on PlayStation 5. We have Ys Lacrimosa of Dana for the PlayStation 5. If you guys miss Ys 8 last gen on PS4, it already ran pretty great on the PlayStation 4, but now it's just super cranked up on PlayStation 5. So yeah, and Ys 8 is definitely a great game. So I definitely would highly recommend this game to you guys if you guys didn't play it yet. This and 9, and I know 9 is about to come out next year, so. The only thing is that you got to repurchase the game if you already own it. You know what I mean? A lot of these Japanese developers, they're not with that free upgrade. You know what I mean? Rebuy it. Next game we have here is Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Finding the Soul Orb for the PlayStation 4. Did you even we'll talk about Call of Duty. We'll
talk about it.
Yeah, when we get to
play that shit. Hell no.
Oh, when we get there, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Then we have Super Chicken Jumper for the PlayStation 5.
Quickie.
One of them easy plats.
Quickie, yep. Them food jumping.
Yeah.
And now they got like burger run and all that shit. Them is quickies, boy.
I saw a falafel one. I saw a jumping falafel.
Yeah, that's the one I seen in the store too. I'm like, damn, falafel? Yo, they running out of food. Next thing you know, it's gonna be jumping egg foo young or some shit like that.
Yeah, shit. You never know, man. You never know, bro. Goat Simulator 3 for the PlayStation 5. I know a lot of people interested in Goat Simulator.
Go ahead. No, I ain't gonna say that.
I think a few people interested. Some people like those games, or those mindless games where you just play. I mean, people like that stuff. Then we have Norco for the PlayStation 5 and 4. My Fantastic Ranch for the PlayStation 5. Star Sand for the PlayStation 5 4. I'm pretty sure we saw this game on a prior week, if I remember correctly. Adventure Academia, the Fractured Continent for the PlayStation 4. Battle Axe.
Battle Axe.
I saw the name. I couldn't even read it, bro. Crazy Chicken Remake for the PlayStation 5. Yo, we remaking Crazy Chicken. One of you guys in the chat, or females, or ladies in the chat, definitely have played Crazy Chicken, the original game. Let me know how the remake is. Is it really a remake? Is it a 1-to-1? Did they add new story content? Let me know, please, in the chat, please. Heidelberg, 1693 for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Slime's Journey for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Persona, you gonna talk about that, or you not? Or are you gonna wait?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna watch some video and then I'll give my review next week.
I mean, listen, the Slimes is what's in right now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I reincarnated as a slime. It's a great anime. You know what I mean? Hey, let us know, man. Let us know. What?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yo, we got Stormfront, the Mutant War for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Succubus with guns for the play. I'm buying that. I'm buying that, Persona. I'm buying it.
You really buying that?
Yes, I am going to buy it. Succubus with guns.
Succubus with guns. All right, you got it, man.
I don't know what it is when it comes to the succubus. The succubus. It might be Morgan. You know what I mean? From Vampire Survivor or not Survivor.
About Darkstalkers?
Yeah, Darkstalkers. Yeah, it might be Morgan. The reason why I like succubuses and all that stuff. And there's a like a novel type game. I forgot the name of it. It might be Succubus or no, it's Sakura. My bad.
Oh, you're talking about Sakura. I know what you're talking about.
They got Succubus in there as well. Sometimes I'm weird, man.
They have a vampire one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Then we have Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil in Me for the PlayStation 5. For a lot of people's enjoying the anthology series. I haven't even started one of them yet, but I like Supermassive games, so I know I'm going to play them one of these days, but we'll see. But yeah, these are the games for the week, man. Let us know if you guys are interested in any of these games or you're repurchasing some of these games here. This chat is saying that Yeez 8 got a 120 frames per second mode, so definitely go and give that up, man.
Oh boy, jeez.
Yeah, definitely give that a look. I mean, I think Yeez 8 is a great game, and Yeez 9 as well. So, it's definitely getting my support for sure. But yeah, man, let us know your thoughts, man. But Persona,
what's up?
You know the vibes. You know where we at right now, man. We are at the spotlight game or games for the week. So now let us know your spotlight game or games throughout this week. And I'm pretty sure you got a lot to spotlight because listen, the games that's coming up in the future. Oh my God, Persona, listen, let me tell you something about life. Oh my God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So first off, we are in the spotlight portion of the show, ladies and gentlemen. And for those who don't know, the spotlight is where me and Bari give you a game or games that we think you should check out. It could be a brand new game. It could be an old game. It could be a game for your childhood. It could be a game that hasn't even released yet. The purpose of the spotlight is just to give a spotlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. And Bari, I am absolutely gonna break the rules. You feel me? All right, so this week, man, is gonna be a pretty because we gotta make up for last week, Bari. So we breaking the rules.
Oh, you gonna be a rebel this week, huh?
I'm a rebel this week, man. I'm a rebel.
Okay.
I'm a rebel this week, man. Put the broken rulers in the chat, guys, because we going in. All right, so first and foremost, God of War Ragnarok. Listen. I know we're gonna like give our review later on in a different segment, so I won't go too in depth here, but I'm gonna say this: God of War Ragnarok will no doubt go down as a game of the generation when we come to the end of this generation.
Woo! The conversation's already
it's in the top 3. Regardless of whatever else comes out throughout the rest of this generation, which will be amazing. Absolutely. But when we come to the end of this generation and we start having those game of the generation conversations, God of War Ragnarok is absolutely in that conversation. If you don't think so, something's wrong with you. And I stand by that. So God of War Ragnarok, guys, if you haven't played it already, go play that. Go pick it up. It really is that good. Like, that's not just no cap. That's not you're PlayStation fans. Of course you think it's good. No, this game really is that good. Go play the game. Go play it.
Absolutely.
Then the next game that I'm going to spotlight is a game that actually comes out next week, Evil West. Now, this is a game made by, published by Focus Interactive, and it is developed by, I think, Flying Wild Hogs. I could be wrong.
I think so.
Flying Wild Hogs. But this is a Western, like a Van Helsing Westerner style game with a lot of good combat, a lot of dope action scenes and whatnot. and it's got co-op. So, me and Bari are definitely going to be playing that and streaming it here on WUPS. That's going to be our game night number 2. Play a little bit of Evil West. We'll definitely announce that at some point when we decide to do that. But and it's got a performance mode. I mean, even though it's 1080p 60, which I'm like, come on, y'all can't, yeah, absolutely. I'm like, y'all can't do 1440p 60. Yo, when you're looking at stuff like God of War and God of War and Horizon and all this other stuff, it's not the console. It really is the developers and not the console. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful or budget developers, whatever. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but you can't look at GT7, God of War, Last of Us Part 1, Horizon Forbidden West. You cannot look at these games and then look at third party and say, oh, well, it's the console. No, it's not the console. It is absolutely the developers or the budget or whatever. And it makes it hard to give some of these games a chance because it's like you know that they're not putting their best foot forward when it comes to the PlayStation 5 because you see what the PlayStation 5 is able to do. So, but that's a conversation for another day. But Evil West is a game that I am excited for, so that's a day one. Then I'm not going to do Crisis Core. I know Bari's going to do Crisis Core. I'm going to leave Crisis Core to Bari. I'm gonna let him handle that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Crisis
Core.
We're
very, very excited. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it later. I'm very excited for Crisis Core. That's getting so much time. But then my next game is actually going to be a game that comes out the week after Evil West. Guys, it's gamer season. Get ready. Yes, Callisto Protocol. I am going to spend so much time in Callisto Protocol. This game looks amazing. It looks beautiful. It looks very spooky, but also looks like it's going to have a very nice amount of action. The death scenes and animations looks great. I cannot wait for Callisto Protocol. That is a day one. It's already pre-ordered. And that's a game we're going to play only at night with the surround sound. You got to get the mood and the setting right when you're playing games like that. So I can't wait. And then the last game
and the light gonna be on.
2 more games and then I'm gonna shut up, guys. My next game is a game that's coming out in January. It's coming out in December. So probably 3 games. But Valkyrie Laneth, that comes out in December as well. I'm really excited to play that because I didn't play the original. Mm-hmm. So I'm very excited to put time into that. So I'm putting a lot of time into that as well during the month of December. And then January, we've got Forspoken. When we're talking about most anticipated games, Forspoken is very high on the list. I cannot wait for Forspoken. I cannot wait for this, man. So Forspoken. And then my last game, guys, and I'm going to shut up. It comes out in February, and I want the PlayStation Nation to really support this game because this is a series that I really do love. Octopath Traveler 2. That comes out in February. Very, very excited for Octopath Traveler 2. I'm definitely going to be putting a lot of time into that. I'm going to get the platinum for that. But I was hoping they would put the first game on PlayStation so I could get the platinum in that, but it's not looking like they will. So I'm just going to go back to the Switch and finish up Octo. I'm really far in the game anyway. So I'm just going to go and finish it up on the Switch and then be ready for Octopath Traveler 2.
Yo, Amanda said hit after hit.
Facts. And those are my spotlights, man.
Amazing spotlights. You already know I'm in like 100% agreement with every game that Persona said there. Super excited for that. I'm not like super excited for Callisto. I will be honest with you. I am interested, but I'm not super excited. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna beat it. But as far as like excitement, I know myself. I'm not like Persona. A lot of people, man. I ain't turning off no lights. You know what I mean? I'm opening up the blinds. I'm playing that shit in the brightness of day. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. I know myself, man. And the thing is, it's video games. Scary movies, I can watch scary movies. I be laughing in scary movies. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's the interactiveness of the game.
I think it's because scary video games actually are doing a better job at scaring you than movies are.
Yeah, because the scary movies is like predictable. You know what I mean? And I be laughing sometimes, like how they try to jump scare you. I'm like, oh shit, that's hilarious.
Even in Resident Evil Village, I was playing that, at night and with the surround sound and everything. That shit had me scared, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I was, especially the wolf scene or being in the house and you seeing Lady D for the first time in those cases. I'm like, damn, this is kind of scary.
There's a part in Resident Evil Village, bro, that you gonna be like, yo, the fuck? Yo, that joint had me shook. It took me legit like probably an hour to or even more to get past that scene because I was pausing it. I left that joint on pause. I was
Really?
like, all right, yeah, let me.
So
Yo, bro.
So you playing Resident Evil Village in VR, right? Yeah, I know you are.
Nah, I ain't doing it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it in VR, but I don't know, man. I might have to skip that part, yo, in VR, yo. That's too crazy. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna do it in VR.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
Cause I like the game a lot. It's not like a scary game, but there's this one specific area that is just like, yo, bro. So, and it's the one of the scariest things in the world to me. You know that scary movies do. It's babies. You know what I mean, or little kids.
Oh, okay.
yeah. You all macho and shit, but yeah, play that joint. You gonna see it.
I'm gonna play. Yo, I love scary stuff. I've loved scary movies and spooky games and all that stuff. I've loved that stuff since I was a kid. You know, playing Fatal Frame and all that back in the day. I love that type of stuff.
Yeah, wait till you get to that area in Resident Evil Village. You see. But the first game I'm going to highlight, just get into my spotlights or whatnot. I was playing this game this morning, man. So Ruby, Arrowfell came out.
I was looking at that. Is it good?
Yeah, I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot. It's one of those platforming beat 'em up type games. So you're playing as Team Ruby. I think you're probably going to have like other members as well, but right now I'm just Team Ruby. So it's Yang, Blake, Ruby, Weiss. I'm playing as them. But what's cool is that you can switch to all of those characters at any time. And there's certain like puzzle solving, situations that's there, or just enemies situations that you probably have to switch up the character and use their semblance. So everybody have their own unique semblance, which Ruby's, and if you guys know Ruby. So Ruby has like her dash, her speed. Yang has like her power, so she punches the ground and like a little, like a fire pillar and builds up. Blake does her shadow clones, which if you drop a shadow clone and you press like the square button, you and the shadow clone actually attacks. And Weiss has her like her platform, using her like her I forgot the name of her thing. It's like her rune stuff, and then it explodes and does like the icicle stuff. So each character is pretty unique as far as how they attack as well. Yang basic attack is like a double hitting attack. Not Yang, Weiss is like a double hitting like poke attack. Yang does her punch, and Ruby has her siphon. Blake has her like a whip. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty simplistic, but it's if you guys enjoy Ruby, if you guys enjoy that series, it's definitely cool. I don't know how early or how many episodes people have watched within the series. So if you haven't really watched Ruby or really caught up with Ruby like that, I don't know if you guys should do it, because it's probably going to have a lot of spoiler story stuff, because they're pretty deep. I think this is where the game takes place at like volume 7, from what I understand, because I see like the certain changes within the characters, and that's around that time where characters start changing and the appearances start changing. So if you guys didn't really catch up with Ruby, then maybe you don't care. You know what I mean? If you just want a cool action platformer that you can play. But I like it a lot. I think it's pretty cool, man. So definitely check that game out. The next game is Samurai Maidens, man. Another game that comes out in February.
Yeah,
in December. And they're doing these character trailers for the game. And like each character looks unique and looks cool. And yeah, I'm excited to play it, man. Just one of those hack and slash type, games that you play, here and there. And yeah, Samurai Maidens look pretty cool. It's up on the store right now. They got a small little PlayStation Plus sale for the basic version and the digital deluxe edition. You know what I mean? If you guys are interested in that. Also, I want to spotlight Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Hinokami Chronicles. So Gaitero,
they put a new demon.
Yeah, he's in there,
yeah.
and he's looking pretty strong. He might be the meta when it comes to the actual demons in the game. He does pretty good damage. His range is pretty OP. And for like a big kind of character like that with range, his grab is pretty fast as well. Somebody like Chuck, I could see him like in you as well, like in Gyutaro or Gaitero, however you want to pronounce his name. And he does have like a range attack. It's not like full screen, but it's slow enough where you can throw it out and then you can play around with how people react to whatever it is. So he's looking pretty strong, man, in the game so far. And the game has like a whole lobby mode. Like one of these days, I I wanted to set up like a whole lobby, open lobby thing, but I never really got the time to do it in the game. But one of these days we'll probably do it because the game definitely has improved since it came out, and the things that we wanted in the games, it's finally here. I still feel like they should speed it up as far as the dash. I think they kind of reverted some of the recovery time when you air dash, but it still feels a little slow. And in my opinion, demons still feel very, very strong. But there's my man Tengen in there, and Tengen is just destroying everybody because he is a scrub killer. I was playing with my nieces and nephews, and the smallest one, everybody was upset with him because he's quote unquote mashing, right? He's just mashing. I put the video up on Twitter, and he was beating everybody with Tengen because they didn't know how to react to Tengen, because Tengen is all about flashiness. He's just throwing out a whole bunch of stuff. He got a whole bunch of AoE attacks that's moving forward, and they can't stop it, yo. I'm over here just laughing in the background like, yo, you guys could do heavy attacks, but they don't understand those type of concepts and shit like that. But it was fun seeing them play the game and getting frustrated, but even liking some of the characters like Zenitsu, his entertainment district character, because they separate him, is really, really dope. You know what I mean? He's moving much faster. He got different type of moves that will crush you or crumple you, and it's kind of dope, man. Like, you have to change the way how you want to combat or combo with Zenitsu. It's not like the first Zenitsu in the game. So I like how they differentiate each characters in this game. God of War, Persona, already mentioned that. I will talk about Ys Lacrimosa of Dana, Ys 8. Great game. I love this game. If you haven't played Ys, definitely go and pick it up. It is a great RPG. Great Japanese RPG. With shout out to the Japanese RPGs for taking over the Game Awards. But yeah, I think Ys 8 is a great game that you shouldn't miss. If you guys love the Ys series and you love Adult Christian, this is definitely down your alley. I suggest people to get Ys 8 for PS5 because it just looks much, much crispier. Shout out to the chat. They said it's also
you got it already?
Yeah, I have it. I just didn't play it yet. I have it.
Okay.
Okay. They have 120 frames mode from what the chat has said as well.
Yo, that means 9 is probably gonna have a 120 mode too. I can't. I'm gonna definitely.
I personally like 9 more than 8, but I highly recommend both of them. If you
8 is fun though. Like I like 8 for what it was. I gotta go back and I'm gonna finish it on PS5, but I did like 8 for what it was.
That's what I'm about to test right there. I'm about to test if it does pick up your saves from the last game. And I'll see, but if it doesn't, I don't think 8 is like super long, because that's a game where my memory, my save got deleted, and I had to restart that game from scratch to beat it again. So it is what it is. But yeah, those are the spotlight games for this week. Let us know your games that you guys are suggesting for the PlayStation Nation. It's cool. I see the chat and whatnot. So yeah, those are the spotlight games, guys. And we have a poll up here saying, did you finish God of War Ragnarok yet? So 137 of you did this poll, and we have 60% said no. So
my God,
60 people didn't finish the game yet, and 39% said yes. So this is how we're going to talk about our review. We're not going to spoil it for you guys, but we're going to be very, very generic and vague when it comes to it. Just giving our overall thoughts on how we feel about the game. So Persona, did you like God of War Ragnarok?
Well, before you do that, definitely let's get these super chats quick as well.
Okay.
Shout out to the member messages. You'll have to look at that in the activity on what's the name, so you can read that. Gotcha. But the super chat, shout out to Viper Reap Corner, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, my daughter says, I don't think I heard this podcast last week. I said, nope, Ragnarok is upon us. She says, is it that popular? I show her my friends list, to which she said, damn. I said, yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Viper and his family, man. And then shout out to Viper Reaps again for another super chat. He says, Bari, I need a flush that shit down the toilet game of the week. LOL.
Yo, you want one?
Oh my God.
I'll definitely give you one right now. We're gonna flush this shit in the toilet. And that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge. It's crazy because I really enjoy the game, but it's blasphemy what they're doing with the PlayStation 5 with no actual features with the PlayStation 5. You don't even have quick save. You don't have the cards. You don't have no higher frame rate modes. You don't have no higher resolution. Nothing. No dual sense. Nothing. Flush that shit in the toilet.
That's the definition of a cash grab, boy. I was like,
yeah, and bro, and it's like $30.
Yeah, I was like, you wilding on that.
Crazy.
I'm like, you wilding. Y'all wilding on that. Like, yo, .mu, shame on you. Shame on you.
Shout out to my man Jack moving the chat. See you, Jack. What's good, bro? You thought I'm getting close to the end?
Yo, believe me when I tell you, I did not rush through God of War. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. I looked through every nook and cranny of that game. Believe me when I tell you. Guys, said somebody in chat said we're not trying to rush. I didn't rush either.
Bro, I didn't rush. I didn't rush
through
through God of War. By the time I completed God of War, I was at 67 or 65 hours in the game, and I've done majority of the side missions that I could do. My trophy percentage was like in the 70s when I finished the game because I was doing everything in the game. So nobody was rushing.
What I would do,
we had like 4 days, so the whole week off.
Yeah, I had a whole week off, so that's why I was able to kind of get through it. But with well, I guess, are we in the God of War review segment?
Yeah, we're just gonna give our
right.
Oh no, members, shout out to my man Stardust Acero, platinum member. He said, "What's up, WUPS, Bari, and Persona."
Yo, shout out to you, Stardust. We always appreciate you, bro.
But yeah, go ahead, my bad.
The members? Okay, all right. All right. So I promise, guys, we're not gonna spoil God of War. I'm gonna give a very vague review. My official review is going to be on my channel towards the end of this month. That is going to be a spoiler review. That's going to be, and we are going to do a spoiler cast as well. The details for that will come later. But all right, God of War Ragnarok. Going into God of War Ragnarok, I had a lot of high hopes, a lot of high expectations. This is my most anticipated game of the year. You know, when I played it that night, that midnight release, digital, of course, because you know who leaves the house at midnight to get a game? Absolutely not. That's no shot at the physical boys. My fault. You know, a lot of physical. Y'all already played the game. Yes, digital. You feel me? Like, you know, digital boys be playing at midnight on the dot. But you know, when it comes to my anticipations out the gate when the game started, I was smiling. I was smiling. I was happy. I even shedded a man tear. I ain't even gonna cap. Even a man tear. You feel me? It starts out so strong, and it's so beautiful. My playthrough. I played on high fidelity with a high frame rate mode, so the 40 frames per second. I thought I would have changed the performance at some point when the combat started getting really, really aggressive, but I didn't need the 40 frames per second mode was really, really strong, really solid. And I would even argue that it was a little higher than 40 frames in certain parts, man. It felt like it. Maybe my eyes just got so used to it or whatever. I just got so used to playing in that mode. I feel like certain areas and certain sections and stuff, this is higher than 40 frames, but you know, it is what it is. When it comes to
it was running way higher than 40 frames. You can tell when the game hit 40 frames in certain area, but it was running way higher than 40 frames. I didn't change my settings the whole time.
I didn't change it either. I stayed on that. But you know, when it comes to like the combat in this game, you're gonna feel right at home, right? But it's not just that, right? Like, yo. The combat in this game and the type of skills that you have and how they have you fighting and whatnot, you're going to feel right at home with that. But then as you go deeper into the game, you're going to start to see the combat really open up, where you're really going to be able to see that you'll be able to use different abilities and different moves and how abilities upgrade and extend and there's certain affinities or attributes and things like that you can apply to certain abilities and whatnot. That stuff is like really, really fun. One of the things that I found myself doing as well within like the open world aspect of the game, this game really is open world, but not open world in the sense of like a Horizon Forbidden West.
you have the main story within a realm, and it's not every single realm either. Some realms are really linear and just more so just, you know, more of a honed in experience. But when it comes to
I wouldn't say
certain
it's open world,
certain
but I get what you're saying.
not open world, but semi. Bro,
It's more
you
like
gonna
a
tell
hub
me
kind of thing.
you gonna tell me Vanaheim ain't like that ain't feel like some open world shit? You feel me? You get what I'm saying? In certain aspects, it's more semi. I'm not gonna say it's open world, but you know, being in some of the realms, you really get to see just how massive and how much there is to explore. And again, Vanaheim is a perfect example. I put this out on Twitter the other day that, you know, Vanaheim is absolutely my favorite realm to explore. And being in that realm and being in the different realms and seeing the beauty of these realms and seeing Midgar and all these other things is very, very fun, very beautiful. I found myself switching off whenever I would do stories within a specific realm. You know, that's when the realm kind of opens up. Like for instance, with Alfheim, I stayed in that realm for like 4 or 5 hours, like exploring different things that I could explore, because a lot of the realms you're going to have to come back to because you're going to need certain abilities and weapons and things like that to get through certain things. Yeah. The story itself, playing as the storytelling approach is very different, because in the first game it was all about Kratos. You know, you only played as a Kratos and that's it. Nothing. In this game, it's not just about a Kratos. I would even say, in a lot of instances, Kratos takes a back seat. In a lot of the storytelling, because this game is about Atreus as well, and so a lot of the game, a lot of what you're going to experience with this is Atreus in the story from his perspective and his destiny and you know, the things that he's going through and what he's battling and trying to overcome and understand as he also grows up and is going through this journey as well. And I like the approach that they did with that, because it really gave like a really different dynamic to the game, because it's like you're really seeing this world and this conflict and the struggles and the things that they're going through from two different characters' eyes, which I really, really liked. The acting in this game with Sonny Suljic and Christopher Judge, immaculate. But also Freya. Freya is a very, very strong character in this game. And she did, shout out to Danielle Basutti. I definitely want to interview her and talk to her, because the loss of her son, oh my God, man. I don't want to spoil nothing. Just like her dealing with all that and seeing her deal with that in this game, incredible. When it comes to like I said, the enemy variety, bro. The first game, people was complaining that you fighting the same troll and all this. You're not fighting no trolls in this. You feel me? At least not like outright. And then they actually kind of did like a joke thing. Bari, I don't know if you caught that with the trolls, where in Svartalfheim, when a troll came out,
caught it, yeah.
You thought you were gonna fight that, and it's like, no, we just gonna get him up out of here real quick. I was like, yo, they really like, yo, no, you ain't fighting. Yo, the enemy variety in this game, it's scary how varied it is. It really is varied of not just regular enemies, but even the sub bosses are different. You fighting a myriad of different sub bosses, but then even the main boss fights in this game are so amazing.
I have a question.
It is amazing, bro.
Secret question for everyone here. You guys can participate, and for Persona. When it comes to the boss fights of God of War Ragnarok, where do you rate it in the series?
Number 1.
I agree.
It's the best. It's the best in the series, hands down.
I agree.
The boss fights in God of War Ragnarok are some of the best boss fights in any God of War game, period. It is the pinnacle.
I agree 100%. Like 3 was always the pinnacle for me when it comes to the boss fights. You can put 2 up there as well. But when I think about all the boss fights in 3 and compare it to the ones in Ragnarok, 3 definitely have some memorable moments that's still up there in my opinion.
Yeah,
no questions
I agree.
about that. I'm not undermining it at all. I know when you say these type of opinions, and you know, people get a little triggered by that stuff, but I am not taking anything away from God of War 3. You know what I mean? I enjoyed the Hermes fight, Hercules. Hades fight was one of the greatest in my opinion.
Yeah,
well.
Hades fight was really good. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
like that
but
one.
when I compare that to Ragnarok, yo, every single boss fight was epic on the same level of like what 3 is, in my personal opinion. The lead up to the boss fights were amazing. Everything felt fresh as far as like it's not predictable. Like, oh, look at this giant area. I'm watching.
And every boss fight felt different.
Yeah,
because like at least, and I'm talking like main boss fights, even like the sub bosses, because you know we'll get into that. Because there's one like, you know, you fight a Dreki, which is like this big ass crocodile, you know, enemy. But then there's another section in the game where you fight in 2, and one is an electrified one. It's crazy, and they really throw a lot at you in this game. And even with the main boss fights, it's like, yo, every main boss fight felt different. Every single one. No one boss fight felt the same. But even like the captains that you fight with, like just the regular enemies, they even felt different. Yo, especially when you start fighting the Inheriars.
The mini bosses. You about to spoil. I'm cutting you off. You about to spoil.
I wasn't gonna spoil nothing. And who doesn't know that there's Inheriars in the goddamn game? What are we talking about? It's Norse.
They don't know.
All right, man. I'm gonna shut up, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I told you.
Now I'm spoiling shit. It's fucking Inheriars. Go ahead, man. Y'all got it.
I told you.
I'm gonna shut up.
I know Persona, bro.
Nah, bro.
I know you well.
How do you not know that there's an?
I'm not even going to explain how you not know, but overall though, I love the lead ups to the boss fights. It's not just the classic go big area, big enemy comes. You know what I mean? It was more to that story wise and everything else like that. Story, I agree with you 100%. I love the dynamic of the story with multiple characters. I love how they portrayed each character in this game, from the protagonists to the enemies. The enemies got deep and leveled out and flushed out stories, you know, where you got into the nooks and crannies as far as how they're doing and what their causes for and things like that. I loved all of that stuff, man, in the game. God of War Ragnarok, to me, is a masterpiece. And if you haven't played the game yet, or if you're in the beginning where we have to be so vague when we talk about it, I suggest you just go and play the game, man. It would not disappoint you. There's a few things that I felt like they could flesh out a little bit better when it comes to certain characters that I actually could want more from that story aspect. But I understand, you know, when it comes to video games, you probably have to, certain things got to get cut, or, you know, certain things got to be, sacrificed and things like that. I'm pretty sure that they're going to lead up to some type of DLC. Is that safe to say, Persona? Like a DLC is coming for this game? Or that's too early to say? That's a question that I'm definitely going to explore when we do the spoiler cast as well.
Yeah, I it's hard for me to answer that question without spoiling, because we would have to talk about why we think there would or would not be DLC. Now, a part of me does think that there could be DLC, but I really think that they're I can't spoil it, man. I
think it's going to be
DLC
in the game.
I can see some DLC with how certain things happen. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. And it's not just the character you think we thinking about too. Like it's multiple of characters, in my opinion. Where I think it could go. But overall, what would you give your score for God of War Ragnarok? Matter of fact, you're not going to spoil it, right? You say you're going to do the review. Oh, you already spoiled it. You already said it.
10 out of 10.
I'm
10 out of 10.
And 10 out of 10 doesn't mean perfect, in my opinion, but
but this game is perfect.
It's a perfect God of War game as far as how it is now. It respected the lore of God of War from the original games, it respected the 2018 game, and it further expanded upon, 2018 and this realm here in a great way. There's even the conversations that you do when you're traversing the world, and they give you little, nuggets about, things that happened in the prior games when he was back in,
when he was, those conversations it's I like as well.
It's great, even when you're just walking with whatever partner that you have. It's just great stuff that's going on. Like even
the supporting cast, was so powerful and strong and good in this game. Like Ratatoskr, I liked him.
Yeah,
the characters were great.
The dwarves are my favorites. Yeah, I love the dwarves, man.
Yeah, I like Lunda, man. She's so, when you're in Muspelheim and you talk to her, she's like, should have bought a pail of water. I'm like, or 10. I'm like, this Lunda chick is funny as hell. I like her a lot. And then I'm gonna say this and shut up. That twist, I'm like, my God. That moment, Bari. That moment. I had to put the controller down, pause for a second. Because I'm sitting there and I'm just like in awe. I'm just like, this is superior storytelling.
All right, I got another secret question for you. So let's finish out this poll. You didn't answer this question yet, Persona. So when it comes to God of War Ragnarok, which one are you choosing? The axe or the blades?
Blades. I voted. I said blades.
Oh, the
reason why I went with blades is because I love the axe a lot, but blades for me and you'll see with some of my boss fights, when I do the realm shift and slow down that realm. So first I do I don't know if it's called Tartarus's Retribution or something like that, where he stabs you and you keep pressing R1 and then it's a delayed reaction when it does the explosions. I stagger the shit out of bosses with that. And so while they're staggered and getting damaged, I do my R2 move, which lets the fire on the floor, and then I do my realm shift and I charge my blades and burn them and get the burning status on them, and it takes the damage down so crazy. I love doing that. So the blades for me, and then pulling them in and doing like the shoulder charge or slamming them down or flipping, blades all the way, man. I think part of that also is the fact that, as an OG God of War player, blades just, I think it's a little biased there for me as well.
I love the blades, and I really, really love the blades, especially the pull, the upward uppercut. All the moves that comes with the blades, getting out of hairy situations when you dash back and hold back in R1. I think the blades are great, and the runic abilities are also great with the blades. I like the one where he's dropping all of like the lava from the air, because I like
big AoE, meteor strike.
I like big AoE attacks because it staggers the enemy, so I can go in and do what I got to do. And I use the other it was like not the stabs, but it was like the he's spinning the blades a lot around and hitting them. But I gotta say the axe, man. It's not even close in my opinion. The axe, it doesn't matter what enemy.
I think the axe is the reason why I think the axe definitely edges it out a little bit more is because the axe is more. It's easy to go toe to toe with a boss with the axe than it is with the blades.
Bro, the axe, you legit can just wipe out enemies, and I'm talking about the harder difficulties here, guys. You can wipe out enemies with an optimal axe combo, bro. And that throw, that whole R2, that's my ultimate ender. Like it can kill us. It can kill you on the ledge if you throw an enemy off the ledge or off the cliff, and it has an AOE effect where when you throw them and another enemy's close, that enemy will get frozen as well. You can just do so much. The stagger, the stun build up, you get that from the blades too, especially when you do the pull move. Because I had that jump. I had that. I forgot the name of the thing. It's not runic, but it's the handle. I had that handle where you pressed
You talking about the fire palmer where when you press
yeah.
L2, R1, or R2, it does more damage and it does more status.
When you did the pull, yeah, and the stun was crazy on that. But I enjoy the axe more, for me personally. But the blades, I can understand anybody that say the blades or whatnot. And another question before we move on to actual news of the show, Persona, and I'll keep this poll going for a little bit longer. Which is harder, Valkyries or the Berserkers?
Berserkers, hands down. Berserkers, hands down. Hands down the Berserkers. Funny enough, I mean, I can't even mention, the secret fights, but Berserkers are harder for this game, but funny enough, the secret Berserkers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Berserkers as well. Like there was a few Valkyries that was
bro, fighting 2 or 3 Berserkers, bro.
Yo, like
those
the Valkyrie in Vanaheim. No, was it Vanaheim or was it Niflheim? I think it was Niflheim. Yeah. Where she had the poison and all that. That jump was difficult for me. Like,
bro, the double Valkyrie.
Yeah, bro.
Yo,
like Valkyries was difficult. I'm not taking away nothing from the Valkyrie. Even the Valkyrie Queen, I think is still up there as far as like one of the hardest bosses.
I think she's harder. I think she was harder than the King for sure.
You think so?
Yeah. You don't think so because you got an easy way out. The King, because I'm
not even talking about Ragnarok. I'm talking about 2018 Valkyrie.
Okay. The Queen in 2018. No, the King is definitely harder than her.
The King is harder, yo. Because
the King is harder.
The King. You know what? Let me shut up. We'll move on to the news because I know a lot of people probably not there yet when it comes to that. So, but if you guys are interested in checking that stuff out, shout out to all the unsubscribers. You can subscribe back, guys. I still put up the boss fights. I do have all of the Berserker boss fights on my channel right now. See how I did in that, but.
It's funny too, because like when I was like fighting some of the ones in like Midgar and some of the other rounds, like, all right, these Berserkers, certain ones I was like, all right, this is a little challenging. But then once you start getting into like the harder Berserker fights, like when you start getting to like the 4th Berserker fight,
yeah,
and I'm like, oh wait, hold up,
man,
two at once. What's going on?
We gotta respec a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, hold up, two bosses at once. What the fuck's going on here? I'm like, okay. Then we get to the 3. I'm like, all right, Sony Santa Monica, calm the fuck down. Yeah. What are you doing? And then,
they all active too. It's not like
what's crazy. That's another thing. The AI in this game is very smart because when you're fighting even regular enemies, when they get to like their like critical point or get to a certain level of health, you think that they're gonna do the same move, and it's a different combo, and they kept doing that. Especially you in these boss fights, they kept doing that. Where I'm like, all right, it's gonna be a yellow attack, so I could parry it. Nope, it's a red. It's like, all right, I'm gonna dodge it. Then it's like, oh, okay, it's gonna be a yellow, and then I could just hit. So I would parry, and I'm about to hit, and they're like, nope, it's another yellow, and I'm like, wait, what? And I get caught. Or if I break my guard. If they break my guard and they going for that follow-up, and it's like I can't get out of it because I'm stun locked, I'm like, yo, what is going on? Yeah. It was so fun,
we definitely going to go more in depth when it comes to like the enemies and the varieties and more in depth with the boss fights and stuff at the spoiler like cast and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Either Persona, wherever we set that stuff up, we'll let you guys know and we'll have some fun, conversations with that. Hopefully you guys have beat the game by then. If you guys
want listen, by the first week of December, if y'all ain't next week's Thanksgiving, get you a nice plate of mac and cheese, turkey, ham, cranberries, and all that other stuff. Eat your food and get through that God of War. You got the whole week off, a couple days off, man. Get through that.
But Persona, let's get into it, man. We got some super chats here. Shout out to my man Viper Reed. Let me scroll on up. Hopefully,
I got it. So shout out to Viper Reese, man. I appreciate you for the super chat. He says, yo, I like the blades better in 2018, but the axe is my go-to in the Ragnarok. The combos are crazy in conjunction with the shield, and I sometimes swap between blades and axe mid-stroke. Oh yeah, listen, my combos, I'm switching mid combos into everything, bro. Like, Wait till y'all see. Y'all gonna see the combo videos.
Yo,
like,
I got
listen.
a combo like on a mini boss, but I didn't post it yet because obviously, you know, certain people didn't. It's spoilers reasons. I didn't post it yet, but I'm swapping through all off the arsenal just to say that yo is the instant kill. I showcase how Rem Shift can be beast in this game when it came to another like sub boss or mini boss in the game. Like this is a side mission, and it's a big ass dude, bro. And yo, that's it. The boss went from 75% health full to now it's like 15% dead. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. But let's get into the first bit of news, Persona, man, where we gotta talk about the PlayStation Plus catalog game lineup. This is the full lineup for November. And very, very interesting games being added here. So we got games like Skyrim, Rainbow Six Siege, the entire Kingdom Hearts series, plus more. We got Corvus in here, Division 2, the Remains of Eden Finch. Let's go and list off these games, Persona. So you have Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition. Here, Tom Clancy, Rainbow Six Siege, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix, the PlayStation 4 version. Then you have 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. This is the story with Aqua, which is amazing. Then you have Kingdom Hearts 3. So you pretty much have the entire Kingdom Hearts series at your disposal through PlayStation Plus if you guys didn't pick it up or didn't play it prior, which is crazy to me. If you guys know how I flow, Kingdom Hearts is my second favorite series of all time, and it's ridiculous that people did not play these games yet, in my personal opinion. But let's calm down, Bari. Also they also added Melody of Memory here for the PlayStation 4, which is a very hard game. I'm not a biggest fan of rhythm type games anymore like that. Like I'd be struggling with these games, bro. I'd be struggling, but it is Kingdom Hearts. It got all the music and got a good story as well with it. Then we have Oddworld Soulstorm is back in the PlayStation Plus, the Enhanced Edition. Division 2 is on here as well. Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I think you guys are playing this one before. Then we have Chorus or Corvus here as well. Then What Remains of Eden Finch is back on here. The Gardens Between is on here. And they also have releasing on the games catalog this month is Earth Defense Force, World Brothers, Earth Defense Force, Iron Rain, Oni Chambara Origins, which I like. Oni Chambara, shout out to Persona.
Oni Chambara Origins is really good. I like it.
And then the classic games, I think we spoke about this with the whole the entire Ratchet and Clank PS3 lineup is being put on here. So what's your thoughts, man, on this lineup here for PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium?
Because the entire Kingdom Hearts series is here, I think it's a big W. That's a big win, I think, for those that, you know, with that. But you know, this classic section is still lacking to me personally, Bari, man. Just because I don't know, I don't view PlayStation 3 as like a classic system.
Nah,
you know?
it's because of it classic now. It's just I think people have an issue with it because it's more so streaming rather than downloading when it comes to the PlayStation 3 stuff. But PlayStation 3 is pretty classic now. You don't think so?
What I mean by that is, you know, when it comes to like the classics, you know, where the hell is Ratchet? If we're going, all right, so if PlayStation 3 is a classic, fine, I'll give it that. But Resistance 1 and 2, Tenju Day to Blade, there's tons of games 100%. From PlayStation 3 that still are not there. And those are a lot of the games that people have been asking for quite some time now, especially myself with Resistance Fall of Man, you know, one of my favorite games of the PlayStation 3 generation. We still don't have that, you know. So, you know, there's still some games there missing. But also PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PS Vita. You know, we were having this conversation a couple months back. You know, there's thousands of games between these three platforms that, you know, are at PlayStation's disposal. And we're still not getting any of that. You know, Legend of Dragoon, anybody? You feel me? So it's like,
December's the month.
I'll give you the PlayStation 3 as a classic system. Sure, I'll give you that. I won't argue with that. But I think when it comes to the classic offerings, all of this is PS3. Not even a PS2 or PS1 title is here. What's going on? Those are the games that people are looking for.
December is going to be the month because they already announced that we have Valkyrie Profile Lilith coming. I'm pretty sure it's going to be more than just that. Hopefully, let me be optimistic.
But in terms of this lineup, I mean, I own majority of this stuff already, so it's not really. I think it's a win for those who haven't played this stuff yet. But for me personally, I own this stuff, so there's not really
stuff we already had to do PlayStation Plus. I remember Rainbow Six Siege. No, matter of fact, I bought Rainbow Six Siege for like $12. It was cheap. I haven't even played it, but some of these stuff was already like Oddworld, Soulstorm. This
Oddworld was actually given on PS Plus originally, so I already have that. So I'm good. It's cool though. If I had to score it, I'd give it a B.
Yeah, I'll give this a B as well. I'm in the B area, kind of like a B minus. I do think that it's about time that Kingdom Hearts came on here. And it's a great time for Kingdom Hearts to come on here because it's going to build the hype for 4. For anybody that missed it, it's definitely a series that we both highly recommend for people to play. Kingdom Hearts 1 is definitely a classic game, and you're going to get some time to get used to that, especially if you play a lot of action games. It's a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical. But Kingdom Hearts 2 is where I think the game, when it comes to the combat, really peaked. Or is peaking. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is amazing too. A lot of people have slander for it, saying it's too easy, but they do have a critical mode in there. You can play on that if you think the game is too easy, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people won't beat this game on critical.
At least not without the attraction rides and all that.
Yeah. But nah, man, I think it's a good lineup. It's a lot of stuff that they just putting back in here within the service, and it definitely, I think PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium, they definitely need to do better when it comes to the classic stuff. Adding all these Ratchet and Clank games is cool. Shout out to my man Jack. Jack be playing these games a lot, but I think he playing it more locally on his PS3.
He's playing it native on a PS3, I think. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you gotta do better when it comes to the classic games. That's all I really have to say. You gotta do better with a classic game. But those are the list of games. Let us know which ones interest you, man. Cause you never know. Some people are new to PlayStation, and they definitely will pick these stuff up here. Let's get into everybody's favorite topic, Persona, man.
Sales.
Hey, you know the vibes, man. Sales.
I knew it.
So the king has returned once again, winning the MPDs. They said it wouldn't happen. PlayStation is doomed because they're raising the price. Well, obviously the MPDs is only in North America. It didn't happen here, but you know the vibes. We still have to do a little bit of fanboying over here, okay? So shout out to Matt Piscatella, where he constantly updates MPD numbers and news and whatnot. He said when it comes to the US MPD hardware, PlayStation 5 was the best selling video game hardware for October in both unit and dollar sales. What's your thoughts on that, Persona, man? You know what I mean? It's looking good for the PlayStation 5, man. And what do you think about
PlayStation fan too?
What do you think about November? How you think November is gonna turn out?
Hey, look. Bari asking loaded questions that he knows the answer to.
Hey, man.
November belongs to PlayStation. Hands down. November belongs to PlayStation. Between the God of War bundle and the COD bundle and Black Friday, come on. Nintendo will definitely be high up there too, because Pokemon definitely
that Pokemon already
that Pokemon is that Pokemon is real. But
did they launch the console? The little
I ended up canceling it too. I was gonna get the OLED, the Pokemon Special Edition OLED Switch, and I was like, you know what? Nah.
Which OLED do you have? Do you have the white one or you have the regular black one?
No, I got the black one.
Okay.
But I think when it comes to November, PlayStation is definitely gonna dominate because it's already that God of War gonna move some units, man. It's gonna move some units. So Plus, you know, the supply issues and stuff like that are starting to get a lot easier. It's easier to get a PS5 right now. Every time I look on Twitter, Wario saying, "Hey, PS5 is available at Best Buy. Hey, they're available at Amazon. Hey, they're available at PlayStation Direct." So I think this holiday is going to be really, really strong in PlayStation's favor.
Yeah, PlayStation has they have 3 really strong bundles. You got the Horizon Forbidden West one that, you know, they're still going to be putting out there for sale. You have the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and God of War bundle that's currently live right now throughout this month. I don't know if they didn't announce any hardware sales for Black Friday, anything like that, but you know, if people see the PS5 available, they're gonna cop it because there's games that can be tied to it where it's like, oh yeah, I need a PlayStation 5 for this. You know what I mean? Nintendo have the same you know, situation as well. Like people, if anybody buying a Switch, they're gonna buy it for Pokemon, you know what I mean? The other platform though, I don't know, they don't have a game that really ties to the hardware. Like it's not even being disrespectful, but you don't really see no bundles on them like that or no real marketing.
Well, the other the other platform, they did announce that they're cutting it, they're slashing the price of their cheaper hardware by $50. So during the holiday.
Not the X.
No, not the X. It's the S. The S is going to be $50 cheaper, so it's going to be, I think, $250 now.
Interesting.
So you know, need a doorstop.
Yo. So we have here October 2022 top 20 video games by dollar sales. So here are the top games for October. You have Modern Warfare 2 at number 1, Gotham Knights at number 2. We know this was going to sell.
I knew Gotham Knights was going to sell just off the strength of the Bat family.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's a Batman type game. So you know, people are clamoring for a Batman type game. So this was going to sell regardless.
Yep. Then you have FIFA at 3, Madden at 4, NHL at 5. I don't really remember really seeing NHL games like that, like breaking out sales like at this high. Really and truly, I enjoy watching hockey. I don't play the games, but I watch.
You like watching hockey?
Yeah, I do.
I'm good.
I like hockey. I like soccer. You know, aka real football. Then we have Sparks of Hope at number 6. This is a great for Ubisoft and Nintendo. Your Persona 5 at number 7, man. That's pretty good. People are
crazy. It jumped. Last month it was at number 291. Now it's at number 7.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's really good. Then we have 2K here, Bayonetta up there as well in the top 10. Elden Ring still in the top 10. Mario Kart 8, Splatoon 3, Minecraft. Shout out to the PlayStation Nation.
Star Ocean, yes sir.
Shout out to the PlayStation
the Divine Force.
Star Ocean in the top
Divine
15,
Force.
man. Top
yes,
15.
Sir.
That's great news, man. Then we have Grounded here at 15. Dragon Ball The Breakers at number 16. PGA.
People really bought that shit? That's crazy.
Yeah, people was going to buy that. As much as people say this game is going to be garbage, or if it's garbage, people was going to buy a Dragon Ball game for sure. Nintendo Switch Sports, which is I think should win Family Game of the Year. Nier Automata Nier Automata at number 19, and Super Smash Bros at 20, man. So this is pretty predictable here. Pretty predictable. Yeah. Let's get into the PlayStation sales though. Oh, this is the year one. So we have the year one here. This is within 2022, the top selling games. We have Elden Ring, Modern Warfare 2, the Skywalker Saga, Madden, Pokemon, Horizon Forbidden West, the Show 22, FIFA, Call of Duty Vanguard, Gran Turismo 7, which people said that game flopped, but is in the top 10 selling game in 2022. Mario Kart, yeah, Gotham Knights is up there as well. We don't really have to go through all of these, but we still have Miles Morales. But I think Miles
Morales is charting. Wow, this is before because Miles Morales PC just released Friday, so it'll be interesting to see where it's at for November's numbers. It'll be very interesting because it's in the top 20. Which people are still buying Miles Morales, man. My God, man.
Crazy. And then here's the
Yo,
12 months here. Elden
Mhm.
Ring #1. Elden Ring is selling gangbusters, man. I'm very curious to see like how much it really sold by the end of the year.
17. They said, well, now they're already at 17.5 million.
Yeah.
They announced that 2 weeks ago. 17.5 million. That's
crazy.
that's good. That's good.
Then we have Horizon here at #9, just because PlayStation centric. And let's go to the PlayStation actual games here. The top selling in October: Modern Warfare 2, Gotham Knights, FIFA, Madden, NHL, NBA 2K. All the sports games is right here in the cluster. Then
All the $70 games.
Yo, really and truly, $70 games, man, out here, yo. Then we have Star Oceans, #7.
Real talk. Shout out to the PlayStation Nation for supporting Star Ocean: The Divine Force, which is a really great, fun game.
We put it on our back.
Really is a step up. Yeah, it really is a step up from integrity and faithfulness. Like real talk. Yeah. So, well deserves to the Square Enix team, man. Shout out to Star Ocean.
Yo, facts, man. Then we have PGA. I think the only person I really see playing this is probably my man Strictly. Then we have The Last of Us back again on the chart at #9, and then Elden Ring.
No one needs Last of Us. We've already got this game twice.
Another $70 game.
Anti-consumer. Anti-consumer. Anti-consumer.
What the fuck did they tell you, bro? What did they tell you? Oh, nobody needs Last of Us Part 1 again. No one's gonna buy this game.
Anti-consumer.
Hey, yo, you a fool, yo.
Hey, yo, PlayStation Nation said, oh, yeah, we will buy that Last of Us Part 1 again. Because they want that upgraded graphics, upgraded gameplay, and all that other shit. I knew it was going to sell.
Yo,
I knew it was going to sell. That's what they told you. That's what they told you, Bari. Oh, no one's going to buy this because, it's anti-consumer. It's $70. Shut up. Jesus, bro. They keep getting every time they keep getting proven wrong, and people keep listening to what they say. Hey, real talk, man.
Yo, you gotta warn me, bro. That sounds like Yo, I can't with this dude, yo. I calm down, man. I gotta breathe, yo. Yo, this dude got.
Hey, man, I'm being real, man. I'm being real, bro. That's what they told you, bro. They told you no one was gonna buy Last of Us Part 1 because it's $70, no multiplayer, and we'd already played this game twice. And I said, you must be out of your mind. The Last of Us Part 1 is one of the greatest games in gaming history. And you think people are not gonna go and buy this shit again? You're out of your mind. You're an idiot if you think they weren't gonna go buy this again. You're crazy. Crazy.
Anti-consumer.
I'm gonna chill. My fault. My fault, bro.
Yo, I'm weak, bro. Yo. Oh my goodness, bro. Yo, let me gather myself, yo. Bro. Yo, you gotta warn a brother with that, bro. Oh my God.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. My fault, brother. My fault.
Yo, we gotta continue the show. But yo, those are the MPD. PlayStation domination just continues when it comes to The PlayStation Nation is, you know what I mean? PlayStation Nation and Nintendo gamers really the backbone of gaming, bro. Keep it a stack.
Yo, facts.
You know what I mean?
Even when you see the game splits, I'm just like, yo.
Oh, for real. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yo, shout out to my man TZ to go in the building, man. Welcome to the PlayStation Nation. You know what I mean? Recently got him a PlayStation 5, and he is just like, yo,
Oh, word?
I'm dumbfounded at what to play. What do I play, Bari? What do I play?
It's too much to play.
Too much, man. You know what I mean?
You're not used to having this many games.
Yes,
So,
sir. You know the vibes. You know the vibes, man. People are going to really understand now that when I say PlayStation Plus is the best value in gaming, I'm not trolling. I really mean that shit. You're going to see why, especially if you're new to PlayStation. You're going to see like all of the greatest games on PlayStation 4. It's right at your disposal with PlayStation Plus. But continuing on the sales talk, Persona, man, here are the top downloaded games when it comes to the digital storefront on the PlayStation Store. So we have it here. Modern Warfare 2, Gotham Knights. This is a PlayStation 5, by the way, here in US. FIFA, looking very similar to the NPDs. FIFA.
all these $70 games. What's going on here?
Madden,
Crazy.
NHL, Grand Theft Auto 5, PGA Tour, Cyberpunk, A Plague
What?
Tale Requiem, Last of Us Part 1, Mountain Blade 2, Bannerlord, I don't know what that is, Star Ocean Divine Force.
Let's go digital boys out here supporting. I love to see it.
Yes,
Man.
sir. Yes, sir.
I
And
love to
Miles
see it.
Morales popped back up here as well once again, and Stray.
Yo, this game, Miles Morales has to be at 20 million, man, or close.
the game
It has
itself.
to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it has to be close to 20 million. It has to be.
Yeah, and
Jesus.
PlayStation 4 is looking pretty similar as well. Well, we got Red Dead Redemption 2 on here and Dragon Ball Breaker, but it's looking pretty similar. Oh, we still got
I'm really
Black Ops 3. People
dis-
buying Black Ops 3? Okay.
I'm really disgusted to see that Dragon Ball Breakers game is actually selling. Like I'm absolutely
Yo, it's
disgusted.
the type of game it is. It's that Dead by Daylight type of Friday the 13th type game. You know what I mean?
Disgusting.
And it's just Dragon Ball. Check out the VR stuff that people are buying here. NFL Pro Era. I think that's the coaching game. Beat Saber this game is super popular on all VR platforms. Job Simulator, Creed.
Why would I want to simulate something I do every? Nah, hell, I try to simulate something I do every day. Hell no.
But yeah, this does just show you that PlayStation is strong on all fronts when it comes to physical and digital sales. So shout out to the PlayStation Nation for supporting their hobby, man. What we do.
Yes, sir. Can't wait to see those November numbers. Oh boy.
Yes. And to finish out the sales talk, we gotta go right back to God of War Ragnarok, Persona, man. Cause shout out to
sir.
the gamesindustry.biz.
All right. You see, this is why Bari always taking it too far. Bari is always taking it too far. You see, this is your problem. You always taking it too far. Always.
Yo, so Persona, I know you was liking this news here, and I put this here specifically for you here, sir.
Okay,
God of War Ragnarok launches. Launch was bigger than Call of Duty, Elden Ring, and Pokemon, according to the UK boxed chart. So this is UK physical numbers here when it comes to God of War Ragnarok. How you feeling about this, sir? This is a purely physical box sale, as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was significantly download title. It's quite possible that God of War wasn't quite number 2 overall. We'll get that downloaded data later this week. But even so, it's a massive opening week for the Sony title. 82% of this week 1 box sales were PS5, with 18 on the PlayStation 4. Man, 12%.
But this is great for gamers.
12% of PlayStation 5 God of War Ragnarok sales came from the official PS5 bundle. So 60%, this bundle represented 60% of PlayStation 5 consoles sold during the week, which is officially the biggest week for PlayStation 5 sales this year. man, massive. That's what you call a console seller. Is that what the cool kids in gaming say? Persona.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yo,
what's your
first
thoughts,
off, this is
But this is great for gamers.
I'm loving this news. Just the sheer support that Ragnarok is getting, I think is well deserved. Because it really is an amazing game, and I especially when we were talking about the likes of Call of Duty and Pokemon. Obviously, we know Call of Duty broke a lot of records as well, and excuse me, and it's obviously going to be a dominant and a powerhouse when we look at the MPD numbers. Same thing with Pokemon as well. But I think with God of War, this is also a juggernaut in its own right.
Mm.
So the fact that it's doing these type of numbers and getting this type of success is no short of greatness. And never underestimate the power of PlayStation.
Never. That is truly that is correct. I mean, God of War Ragnarok is the UK's second biggest box game launched of this year, behind FIFA 23. It means the
You know how big that is, though.
Yeah,
like
for in the
of
UK,
the entire year, and God of War in a week is beating the likes of a Pokemon and Elden Ring, and obviously it's this physical guys boxed and all that other stuff. But I think that's still a really good feat.
Yeah. So yeah, it sold more than the first week. This is always obviously talking about the first week. We're not talking about overall. More than Elden Ring, Call of Duty, and Pokemon. That's big. FIFA is probably the best selling thing over there. Not probably, it is. And say it is only behind that. So it's great news. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have any sales numbers when it comes to the overall worldwide sales yet. I'm pretty sure we probably get that next week or something.
We're gonna get that soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that soon. What do you think those first week sales numbers are gonna be for God of War? If I had to ballpark it, I'd say between 4 and 5 million.
I'm gonna say the first game in the weekend sold what, 3.1?
Yeah, I think 3.1, maybe 3.5.
Spider-Man beat it out in the weekend when it came to 2018, when it was like 3.5 or 3.7.
3.6, yeah.
So I'm gonna say Ragnarok sold about 3.8 to 4 million in the first week.
Okay.
Oh, I'll say no. I'll up that. 3.8. I don't know. This is the coward way out. I'm sorry. 3.8 to 4.2 million within the first week.
Okay, that's a good number. That's a good start.
That's what. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be between 4 and 5 million. This game is a phenomenon.
Like, there was marketing this junk all over New York, bro. Times Square.
Bro, they was on the train and all that, bro.
It was on the train as
on the
well.
subway and all that.
Yep.
Just like Spider-Man was. But yo, man, let's get to super chats, man. Shout out to Tri Celsius, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, real football, Bari, you're a culture man. You're a cultured man.
Yeah, Manayadi, you know what I mean? We call that
I was
football.
gonna say he's Jamaican, they love their football, bro.
Sure.
Yo, Julian Johnson, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, TZ, welcome to this PlayStation greatness. Give that man a participation award trophy.
Let's give TZ a trophy real quick, man. Hit him with a let's give him a goal. We'll give him a goal. You know what I mean? That man, he took the step. He understand. He gonna understand what we've been talking about, and it's gonna be great, man.
Yes, sir. And then shout out to Stone. Appreciate you for the super chat, Catwoman. She says, Fox of War.
Fox of War. Fox off. Shout out to Stone,
and then shout out to Andy, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. Says, welcome TZ to the dark side.
Yes, sir, man. You know what I mean? They go like,
What's up?
You know what? It's not the podcast. I was gonna go in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But Persona, man.
What's
we got
up?
some goodness to talk about here, man. When it comes to a game that's coming out very, very soon, a game that I'm highly anticipating, my personal game of the year, regardless, you know what I mean? That let you guys know I apologize, but I'm just gonna have to keep it a buck here, you know what I mean? Right now, God of War is my game of the year, but Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core got a new trailer, got some new announcements. You know, some of the things that we've been pointing out throughout the time the game was being showcased and the trailers, but they're pretty much confirming everything that we've been saying here in this presser, where it's just more than just a remaster or a remake. I'm calling it a remake. It is what it is. But we got some news as far as performance modes and things like that. When it comes to the game as well, you will be playing this game in 60 frames per second on that PlayStation 5. It is fully
4K
voiced.
60 frames.
Yep. Yeah, 4K 60, fully voiced as well. For the console. Let me just pull this thing up here real quick. My bad. Fully voiced. That's a big thing, because one thing with Crisis Core is that you have some voice acting here in big scenes, but in the low key scenes and stuff like that, it's more text. So people that love that, getting all of that voiceovers and things within their game, it's going to be fully voiced here. So you're going to have the 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. You can also go to 120. Oh, that's at PC for PC. Fully overall graphics HD, new soundtrack, fully voiced. Like, once again, big update when it came to the combat. Like we already went over and all that stuff. But overall,
in the game, even Square Enix is saying this is more than a remaster. So I'm really looking at this Crisis Core Reunion as a semi remake. They also updated the the digital mindwave system as well to be more to kind of go more inside with the type of battles that you're having. So it's going to be much more helpful. Also, the actual combat itself, because in the original PlayStation PSP title, it was action, but it was more of like a controlled type of action combat that you had. They saying that within the reunion version of Crisis Core, it's going to be much more free-flowing action combat that you're going to have with Zack in this game, which has me really excited. So I think what we'll see here is something more so along the lines of Final Fantasy VII Remake when it comes to the combat. I really think that's what they're going for here with this. But still, obviously, maintain, because they've even mentioned it in the presser, we still want to maintain that essence of Crisis Core when it comes to the combat. So I think it'll be familiar to longtime fans, but I do think for newcomers, it'll be easy to get into as well. And like I said, when you look at like the PSP version and you look at this PS5 version, bro, this is a remake, man. Like, straight up, this is a remake, man.
For the longest. Like, when it comes to the combat, they just speeding a lot of things up and they're making a lot of things more streamlined. It's not just a layer to get to certain things. Like, if you want to summon, it's going to be streamlined summon. You want to use any type of material or magic, it's going to be streamlined within that, instead of like constantly pressing like the shoulder button over to let me skip on over here instead of attacking. You know what I mean? It's going to be more streamlined. So yeah, it's going to be very similar to Final Fantasy VII Remake. Shout out to my man Genki. Like, he kind of confirmed the combat is much more fluid, very similar to like Final Fantasy VII Remake. But yeah, big news as far as getting 4K 60 frames on the PlayStation 5. And yeah, I think that having it fully voiced is a big change as well.
That's a big deal, man, because that actually that also confirms to me that this is a remake as well, because that means that they went back and redid scenes and all this. Like, I don't think this is a cash grab.
Yeah,
I straight up think this is really like a high quality experience, and really and truly, this is definitely going to get us ready for that rebirth. So, ladies and gentlemen, buy this game, support this game. The fact that we're getting Crisis Core, Bari, you know me for 10 plus years, Bari. What is a game that I've always said that I've wanted back?
Yeah, we need
Crisis Core.
Yes, sir.
And we're getting that literally in two or 3 weeks. This is like one of the greatest years in gaming, next to 2020. Like 2020 and this year really are like neck and neck when it comes to the games and the quality. I'm getting Crisis Core back from my childhood. I'm there day one. I'm there day one. This is getting platinumed. Nothing else matters once this game drops. I'm very, very excited for this game, man. I cannot wait.
This game right here, I'm gonna be shutdown mode too, man, because it's been a long time since I played Crisis Core. So, and this is my favorite franchise in gaming. So this is gonna be one of those big games for me. It's like it's a huge game for me, right there as big as God of War for me personally. But I can't wait. Hopefully people play it. Hopefully people buy it. And get into the story.
Support this game, man. Support this game. Support this franchise. Really and truly, because like Square Enix is definitely putting a lot of effort into bringing this new version of Final Fantasy VII to newcomers, and still maintaining the essence that a lot of nostalgic fans remember.
100%, man. And let's keep it on Square Enix for a second, because we got some more information when it comes to Forspoken, Persona, man. They are highlighting 10 activities that Frey can dive into when it comes to this game. And like I said, every time we see this game, it just keeps getting better and better and better and better. And now we know, the world looks dead. The world looks dead, Persona. J. Bari.
It's my turn.
They let you know all the things that you can do, like going to these monuments here to unlock other secrets in the world. You have these flashback missions that you can do, which is pretty much like side mission stuff here. They have the fonts of blessings. I think this gives you more skills as far as magical abilities and boosts your abilities and all that stuff that you can find. You got spellcraft challenges here in the game, old coins and trading spots as well, so it fits that need for that person that, I gotta unlock this chest, or I gotta keep searching, I gotta scavenge the world here. You got these labyrinths here that you can explore within the game. You got this parser. They saying this is the mini game that they have within the world. I like a lot of these RPGs that's they're creating their own little mini type games within the actual game.
Something that's unique to them. Yeah,
yo, and really and truly, I like the one in Star Ocean 6, man. The Yosawa. That joint is kind of fun, man.
Isawa.
Yeah, having the little pieces and whatnot. I'm like, this game is pretty addictive, man. Yo, Square Enix has been doing really good with these mini games, with their games. From Final Fantasy VII Remake to Integrate. This game looking like it's gonna be interesting. Star Ocean, they got a lot of cool little mini games here. Then you have these
Fort Condor was really good and Integrate.
Yeah, man. So there's a lot of things that you can be doing in Forspoken. What's your thoughts overall on all these things that they have here? Combat challenges. That's going to be Persona. I thought the world was dead.
Yeah, listen. You and I have talked about this a number of times, Bari, where we found it very strange that a Black female led character, we getting all these. Well, it's not like this. It's not as good. A little spooky.
It looks mid. Yeah.
A little spooky. And then you ask them, well, what's mid about it? Well, I can't really put my finger on it. I just don't think it's a game for me. Yeah. All right. Anyway, this looks incredible. This looks great. This is a game that I've been really excited for a very, very long time.
Sure.
And I'm happy that they're really showing off. They've shown us so much that has really, I think for certain people in the community have really changed their mind. Where we're seeing the combat, we're seeing the traversal, we're seeing the types of side missions and things that you can do in the game. I'm excited for this, man. This is a day one. I like that there's going to be other things to do in the world outside of the story and all that, which I expected as much. But the game is also looking a lot better as well. Like the more they show this off, I'm like, that frame rate is looking proper. The world looks beautiful. The moves and everything look incredible. It's a day one, man. It's already pre-ordered. It's a day one. I'm kind of tight. I'm kind of sad that they didn't do a Freya collector's edition, because I absolutely would have bought that Freya statue. Are you kidding me?
Yo, that joint would have been heat, using the parkour abilities and some magic. I can't think of a dope ass statue that they could have did here with this.
Yeah, they could have did some really cool things. But nonetheless, this is a day one, January 24th, 2023, 4 days before my birthday. I'm there day one.
Yo, this is gonna be a big week, because Forspoken come out, and I think 2 days after is the DualSense Edge controller. It's a
the Edge comes out the 26th. That's right.
Yeah, you have Kakarot PS5 update. It's gonna be a lot, man. You're gonna be busy, man.
Yes, sir.
Busy time for PlayStation gamers, man. Which is always a great thing in the gaming atmosphere. But
Yep.
yeah, I'm super excited, man. Every single trailer that they have shown so far, explaining the game as far as what you can do, the abilities that you have. Well done, great job by the Luminous Productions team, Square Enix, marketing and stuff. Hopefully, more people can get to see these trailers, so we can have stop having these people have these conversations about this game looking mid, or this game looks whack or whatnot, because they have been showing so much of this game in the last couple of weeks that I find it baffling that people find this game mid.
Well, I think a lot of people are still going off that first initial trailer and not really watching the updates.
Watching these trailers right here.
Yeah.
But hopefully, they can market it much better, market it more. I think this is a big game, when it comes to pushing the hardware, an actual PlayStation 5 exclusive game. This should be marketed as much as God of War from Square Enix or PlayStation, in my opinion. I mean, but we'll definitely see. I can't wait for it. January 24th. We've been waiting a long time. It got delayed to 2023, and it's coming closer, man. It's coming closer, so it's gonna be there. Gonna be there soon. It soon come. It soon come. Okay.
So we got a super chat from
yes, sir.
Tricelsius. Let me get it. Hold up. Shout out to Tricelsius, man. Oh, I can't find it. Go to activities. You should be. Oh, never mind. I see it. There we go. Shout out to Tricelsius, man, for the super chat. He says, "TZ, welcome to the side where there are actual toys in the sandbox and people to play with, and sand to be thrown in your eyes."
Savage.
That's
a savage super chat, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Shout out to
hey, yo, really, truly, I should have seen TV in no Twitter Spaces for a good week. That man should he should be getting acclimated with that PlayStation 5.
Man, been Twitter Spaces all week.
You know what I mean? Everybody be like, yo, I can't finish God of War. Why you spoiling? I ain't
finished saying that
yet.
While sitting in a Twitter space.
In a Twitter space for 16 hours.
My fault, man. This ain't the podcast for that. My fault. Let me shut up.
What we doing here?
Shut up, man.
But let's talk about this new VR news that's coming out here. Shout out to Hunter, next gen player, where he put out this post here. He said PlayStation 2 is forecasted to sell 3.6 million units in 2 years. Says research firm Omdia. That's slightly higher than the original PSVR, which sold 3 million in 2 years. This is a opinion now. 3.6 million would be a 7% attach rate for PlayStation 5 owners. What are your thoughts on this? This is coming from Yahoo Finance News, by the way. What is your thoughts on this, man?
Yahoo still exists?
Yeah, I still use Yahoo.
Yahoo still exists?
Yeah,
what?
I don't go there for like a search engine.
Surprised. Yeah, I'm very surprised at that. Yeah, so I it's weird too, because when we talk about the PlayStation VR, I'm sure you saw that dumbass tweet yesterday. That's gonna be a episode of Speaks. I know that.
Absolutely.
But PlayStation VR 2 is not a console, right? It's an enthusiast device. So I think when we're talking about the sales projections of something like this, I mean, they just released the pre-orders for it this week, and just the base model with the controller and everything was $500+, right? If you wanted to get the game and all that, it came out to about $600, right? So that lets you know like the ballpark of what this, the type of audience that they're trying to reach with this. I think for PlayStation, they're not looking at PlayStation VR as something that is meant to be mass adopted, at least not in its infancy stage. But I do think that wherever PlayStation's projections are, clearly from PlayStation VR 1 to where we are now, the 3.7 million in 2 years, and then ultimately in its lifetime, it reaching 5+ million was satisfactory enough for PlayStation to want to do a second version of this. So I think even if they're seeing a larger an adoption rate of even just 1 million more, I think for PlayStation would be good, because if it wasn't originally, we wouldn't be getting a PlayStation VR 2 now. Just look at the Vita. The Vita did what it did, and PlayStation decided not to make another handheld. I don't think PlayStation is in the business right now of creating things that they don't think will sell or get some type of adoption. And I think with VR, because VR is still so fresh, and it's still something that it's still a very early market. I think PlayStation sees the potential where they can corner it with a very powerful enthusiast level device.
Yeah, and yeah, basically everything we saying is 100% correct. This is PlayStation understands that this is an enthusiast type of device, and them by the first year, I think VR sold like 2 years or something like that, and they deemed that as a success. And people were saying, "Oh, it's a failure." They got 100 and something million consoles, only 2 million sold. Like, yo, it was a very it cost more than the actual console itself, and this is no different with the another one. So they understand that not a lot of people is going to be out here buying up VRs like that. You know what I mean? Not everybody is acclimated or can handle VR as well. You know what I mean? So it's very niche as far as who can play it and how you can play it. So it's going to be limited as far as the attachment rate. But to them, that's considered a success. That's considered them a lot. Having it forecasted in the next 2 years to 3.6 more than the original one, it's them saying that, oh, we have an idea that a lot of people are interested, that whoever got into VR last generation would do the same thing again this generation with a PS5. So I'm not shocked by the
Stream messed up as well.
Okay, it's back now.
Yeah, everything's good. I was gonna say that when it comes to the PlayStation VR 2, it's already sold out.
Did it sell out?
So yeah, I assume it is. Yeah, it says out of stock on PlayStation Direct.
I can't check because it's saying that you already have it. So I can't check if it's sold out.
Nah, but if you look on PlayStation Direct, it says out of stock.
Oh, damn, good shit.
Let me
For
make
a
sure.
$600 well, with a bundle, $600. Pretty good.
I don't want to be a liar. Hold up.
We'll have to check real quick.
Oh wow, I can't.
I
gotta
told you.
register?
I told you, Brett.
What?
It's gonna say register, or it's gonna say if when you log in, it's gonna be like, oh, you already have this. You can't check like if it's sold out or not.
Oh, all right, my fault. Let me pull back that. I ain't trying to put no misinformation out there. So sorry about that.
I think I seen the tweet where he was talking about though. Somebody had a screenshot where it said it's sold out. But
Yeah, sold out. That's what I saw. But
Mhm.
all right. So you know what? Put a grain of salt on that. I don't want to put out no misinformation. So, but I think when we're looking at PlayStation VR 2, I do think that there is going to be a decent adoption rate. But again, I'm not looking at PlayStation VR 2 and thinking, okay, this needs to match PlayStation 5's sales projections. Because one, PlayStation is not looking at it like that. Because if they were, they would have made more than 2 million.
exactly.
Not only that, but again, if this was something that you really were trying to get a mass adoption on, you would have priced it a little bit more competitively.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that we're looking at $500-$600 bundles, that lets you know who they're trying to reach with this. It's the same thing with, and I hate to take this conversation there, but for the sake of argument, it's the same thing with PC gaming, right? Everyone, a $1,500 graphics card to connect to a $500 motherboard. What? But do you get what I'm saying? People are going out and spending $1,500 on a graphics card to connect to a $500 motherboard, $400 motherboard.
And painting a $1,200 VR headset.
But the fuck we do? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? You get what I'm saying?
PlayStation is too expensive.
but if we really looked at it in that way, most of all of this technology that you're buying wouldn't make sense because you just went out and spent $1,500 on a graphics card to connect to a $500 motherboard. Come on, man.
I agree.
So it's an enthusiast, but for people, it's only for enthusiasts. Same thing applies here. This is an enthusiast device.
And once again, PlayStation understands that. Plain and simple. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, let's get some of these super chats here.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to my man Kofi in the building with the $5. He said, "Could you guys play the trailer for Chain Echoes or share your thoughts?" So yeah, Chain Echoes is a game I'm super excited about. I'm surprised that it's coming out in December. This is a game I actually kickstarted. So you know, my copy and my
Oh God, look at Bari trying to gloat. All right, bro, you supported the game.
If I wanted to glow, I'd have did this persona.
Oh,
I'd have showed it on the screen, which I'm doing now. If I wanted to glow,
Oh my
You know what
God,
I'm saying?
bro. Jesus Christ.
But no, I love this style of like RPG games. You know, the sprite based, you know, pixelated type stuff. And yeah, I'm super excited for it. So it's coming
Hold on,
out
they're saying, hold on. They're saying that the sound is cutting in and out.
right now.
Refresh of sound is cutting in and out. I
Oh,
think
really?
because you whatever issues that you had, it might be still being experienced on the stream. Hold up,
Oh, let me see. Hold
refresh your. Hey man, we gotta get Bari. We gotta get Bari. Oh, we good now? Oh, all right. Bari gotta move to an area with Fios. That's what's gotta happen, man. Like no more of this Time Warner Optimum bullshit. The man needs to move to an area where there's Fios.
Yo, I saw a Fios truck.
Go ahead
outside
and
of
sell your house.
My house.
Go ahead and sell your place and move somewhere where there's Fios. You need to come to Queens and stop playing, Bari. That's what you need.
I'm good.
That's what you need to do. You need to come to Queens.
I'm good.
Brother,
Don't worry.
where there's Fios all over.
Next-
Understand? Not that Optimum Time Warner bullshit.
Nah,
you understand?
I'm good on Fios. It's gonna be obsolete because I'll be on
You
5.
crazy.
I'll be on 5 gigabytes.
Brother,
per
you
second
can't
down.
even run on 1 gig. What are we talking about here, brother?
Nah,
Look at the struggles.
I'm on 1 gig right now.
And look at the struggles, brother. You understand? That's the point I'm trying to tell you, Bari.
What struggles are you
come-
seeing right now?
Bari, you were just cutting in and out for like 2 minutes, like 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago.
According
You
to who?
understand? According to me in the chat. What are you talking about?
That refreshed and that fixed your situation, not mine.
Yeah, it did. It refreshed, absolutely. But see, when I'm host and I'm streaming, we never had these problems. Listen, you got to move to an area where there's Fios. Fios is the
good.
future.
I'll be
You
on,
need that fiber optics.
I'll be on that.
You're still on that.
I'll be
you're
on
still
that
on that
5 gigs.
coax.
I'll be gonna be that. Oh no, we getting fiber optics next year. Fiber optics next year.
You still on that coax. You understand? Need to get on that fiber optics, man. You still getting your internet through electricity. I'm getting my internet through lights. You understand? It's the future.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Not good.
Fios is garbage though. But
Jesus Christ. Listen to
nah,
this
Chain
guy.
Echoes is a game that I'm been excited for it. I'm surprised that it's actually coming out, you know, December 8th. I thought it was gonna come out like next year. But yeah, I'm super excited for the game, man. I'm super excited for the game. Like I haven't really I've spoken about it before in prior shows. This week I didn't talk about it like that, to be honest with you, but nah, it's definitely a game that I'm excited for. It's coming out in a rough time though. I'll be honest with you on that, but yeah, I'm just waiting for my
When is it? When is it drop?
December 8th.
Chained Echoes, because I'm interested in Chained Echoes as well. December 8th?
Yeah, it's Chain Echoes and the other one. There's another one coming out too. It's like I forgot the name. It's called like Star something.
No, Lost in Stars or something like that. That doesn't come out till 2023.
Yeah, I know. That game looks dope too.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
That game looks
Yo,
dope,
December 8th is Samurai Mating and Chained Echoes. And then, really and truly, I'm still probably going to be playing Callisto Protocol December 8th. And then once Crisis Core comes out, we transition in from there. So
Sea of Stars, yeah.
Chained Echoes and Samurai Mating, I'm gonna pick those up, but those not gonna get played until and then 2020. The beginning of 2023 is really looking stacked as well. So really and truly, in the summertime, it's Final Fantasy 16. There might be a dry period between like April and May, maybe if Street Fighter 6 doesn't release around that time. If it does, I don't know what to tell you, brother.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Chain Echoes, they saying it's gonna be like a 40-hour game. So we'll definitely see. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. I saw the trailer. I was just like, damn, why is it coming out in December? But I'm there day one for it for sure.
Facts.
All right, so let's move it along, Persona man, Mr. Files over there. What, Mr. Files? Can you answer this question here? Huh?
Yes, sir.
What the hell happened with Prince of Persia? Huh? What's going on, Persona? This is a game that you said you was excited for. You couldn't wait. You was like, oh my god, Prince of Persia coming back. Oh my god, what happened? Many of you have been asking us about Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time remake. We have created an article to help consolidate the answers to a single place. God, that's the tweet. That's the tweet, Persona. Now we got to click on this joint right here, just so we can say when the game is coming out. They don't even know. They didn't even answer it, Persona.
Right now, I'm not at liberty to divulge any information regarding Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. All I can say is, keep your eyes posted on the blogs and the official Twitter regarding any updates to the project.
Release date at the moment.
Hey, when you start with that,
you know it's bad, bro. Yo, this game got announced when?
It's at
the moment.
At
a new release date has not been set. We will provide new information on that front when we are ready.
Hey, so when your game's coming out? At the moment.
At the moment. Let me tell you something about life.
Hey, when you start your sentence like that, it's some bullshit that's going to follow right after.
They said the game is not canceled, though. It is not canceled.
No, it's not canceled. What happened is they started from scratch. We're not getting this game till like 2025.
Straight up. A new developer, too. I don't think it was always
they changed the developer.
Montreal. Yeah.
No. It wasn't Ubisoft Montreal. It was Ubisoft India or some other team that might have been making it. But this was like no disrespect to them, but this was like a C tier team that was doing this remake. Not even B tier. This was a C tier team. So they gave it to somebody a little bit more well versed. And I think what Montreal is doing is they straight up looked at that and said, "Yeah, we're gonna start from scratch. We're just gonna start over."
Bro, this game was up on pre-order when it first announced, bro. And that was like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That was like 2 years ago at the Game Awards, I think. And they had the pre-orders up. And here they told my pre-order cancellation since the game currently doesn't have a release date. Existing pre-orders have been canceled and refunded where applicable.
Yeah, because the game ain't coming. This game ain't coming out no time soon.
I don't think it's coming out anytime soon, dude.
It's not coming out. I'm telling you, 2025. That's when this game gonna drop. 2025. We're looking at a Beyond Good and Evil 2 situation.
Is it worth the wait? I remember playing briefly Sands of Time. I didn't play it like that. I didn't own the game for sure.
So Prince of Persia: Sands of Time is great. It's a good game. Me personally, I would much rather have Two Thrones remake.
Oh, that's the one with
I think that's the second
dudes.
That's the one where he's evil and he's good.
Yeah,
that's the one that
box art for that.
Yeah, that's the one that I personally want a remake for. I enjoyed Sands of Time as well, but Two Thrones, in my opinion, I think is the better game. So I would love a remake for that, but I'll take Sands of Time in the meantime, and then they do Two Thrones later. I'm with that, but I don't know. This this is we're not going to see this for a minute, and I think this might have thrown off any plans to. Because they probably would have, if that game would, I think Sands of Time is supposed to release in 2020, 2021 or something like that. But because they really had to start from scratch, they probably had a release schedule of, we'll do Two Thrones in 2024 or something, or whatever the case may be. All of that most likely has gotten pushed back significantly. So.
Yeah, very interesting, man. We'll definitely see. Another game that got delayed here, Persona, is Dead Island 2. So after having some type of resurgence,
like I should care,
from the first time it got delayed or whatnot, they're only delaying it 12 weeks, guys. They said the delay is just for 12 weeks and development is in the final.
Just 12 weeks? 12 weeks is what, 3 months, 4 months?
Yeah, 12 weeks is 3 months. So now it's coming out April 28th, 2023, rather than I think it was February. No, it was it January or February this game was originally coming out?
I wasn't keeping up with this game, so I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, but Dead Island 2, I'll be honest with you, it did look better from, like, it looked impressive. I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't gonna get it day one, to be honest with you, but I did like what I saw. But having this game delayed, I think this is more like a strategical delay rather than, oh, it's in development hell or something like that, because look what's just coming out in the first couple of weeks in the month, man. Look at January and February, heck, even March. A game like this, I don't think you building any hype around something like Hogwarts Legacy, Forspoken, VR2. You're not going to build any hype around that, bro. You know what I mean?
But I'm gonna be honest. If they release it around that time and Street Fighter 6 drops, or Mega Man Network Battle Collection and all that, I don't know, man. I think Dead Island has its niche where it has its audience that are always going to buy these types of games, personally speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it were to release around like the big heavy hitters, I still think it would find its audience. I just feel like, for me personally, I'm not really into these types of games like anymore. I'm gonna be honest.
The first one was fun.
I'm good.
I got stale. It was fun in the beginning, but it got a little repetitive. The multiplayer was pretty cool, but I think they have a better chance going against something like Street Fighter or Mega Man rather than the
I
first.
disagree.
Of course, a fighting game is much more smaller than something like a Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is about to go crazy.
Oh, if we're comparing it to that, then yeah, all right.
Yeah, like they have a better chance of that. So I understand like the delay of what they're doing. I don't really care about their reasoning. This is my reasoning what the games be delayed. They not competing with any of those games that are coming out early in the year.
They're not. Respectfully.
Exactly. Respectfully, they're not.
Yo, let me get these super chats real quick. Shout out to Kyle Ward 789. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, "What's good, y'all? Got the platinum for Frontiers. That's what's up." And then TZ, appreciate you for the super chat. It says, "Appreciate the love from the PlayStation Nation. Returning the love back. Appreciate you, TZ."
Yeah,
and then Julian Johnson, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, "I had Fios at my last house and only have cable where I'm at now, and my COD Katie dropped a whole point. Fiber up, Bari."
If Fios was definitely here, I'd have definitely been on fire for sure. But it's contracted that they use Optimum, and Optimum is not bad. Don't get it to Persona. You out here joking and all that bullshit that you doing, but
my man, they see it for themselves, brother. What you mean?
No, it's when it comes to especially my house, it's not only me using the internet. So I'll just
I can have like 50 devices and I still won't have no issues, man. I got like 20 devices hooked to my shit right now.
Yeah, you got 20 devices, people streaming in 4K, people playing video games all day, and plus on top of this stream. Nah, you're not doing that.
On Fios, you can.
All right, so test it out for me and let me know. And I'll go to the community board and say, hey man, this man can do this over here. No issue. Yo, a game that Persona is excited for. The next gen update is finally coming out.
You see how you disrespect? Go ahead, finish it. Go ahead.
Yeah, wait till we get to the topic, man, because you was being messy. You was being messy in the topic. I purposely saved that tweet, right? I bookmarked that shit. I was like, I'm not losing this.
Go ahead, man.
We have The Witcher. Next gen update for The Witcher 3, man. Wild Hunt coming December 14th. Free for everyone who already owns the game. This is great news, man.
Yeah, that is. That's really good news. That's really pro-consumer.
Persona, are you going to finally dive into the Wild Hunt? That goodness, that greatness of The Witcher 3.
Yeah, it's gonna be at 60 frames. You feel me? Hopefully, they fixed a lot of the bugs and stuff like that. Running on a PlayStation 5. Hopefully, it's got some DualSense features as well. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna play this. I'm gonna give it a really good try too. Like before, I played it for like 8, 9, 10 hours maybe. It didn't really stick. But I think now I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me really like play this and really sit down and really understand this game. So yeah, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be there.
I stand by that. I think you really would like Witcher 3. Like no cap. I really think you
Yeah.
would you like the game. It's a fun game. Side missions is some of the best as well. Like if you like Horizon side missions, God of War side missions, I think the same people or they hide the same people from that to do that from the Witcher 3. So yeah, it's some of the best in the game, man. So yeah, I do agree with you on this standpoint. Hopefully they fully take advantage of the PlayStation 5 when it comes to the DualSense as well, not just, resolution and frame rate, but just to play that game in a better resolution and frame rate. I'm all for it. All right, so next news here. This is another one that is very insightful, or get your insight on this, Persona, man. So Naughty Dog supposedly is hiring up some people, man. And the recent hire that they have here is the Fortnite battle expert for the Last of Us multiplayer. So,
Fortnite Battle Pass expert.
Yeah, so a lot of people is assuming or thinking here, which is safe to assume that, Factions is going to be like a free-to-play type game. What's your thoughts when you see something like this, Persona? No, I will not like no notifications. Sorry,
I need to just see this fucking game already, man.
like a trailer, right?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm sick of what if bullshit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sick of it.
Did they promise news this year or is next year?
They promised us news in 2023.
Yeah, you're right.
I hope whatever news they show us ain't some bullshit like, yeah, so it's called Factions Forever in a Day and it's gonna be coming out this fall. See you soon. Like, I don't want no bullshit like that. Like, I want them to straight up do like some state of play level, giving us a deep dive into what we can expect with this, what it is, what will we be doing, showing off some combat, showing off some gameplay, showing us different scenarios and shit like that. I want them to really give us give us like news because we've been wanting this since 2020. There's a lot riding on this. This is something that I truly want to like. I love Factions, so
would you be upset if they had like a similar thing like Fortnite for like a battle pass? Is that something that you jive with, or is something that you're not like?
Well, Destiny has that, so it's not even the fact. It's not even the fact that matter. The battle pass. It's like, all right, you're gonna do that shit, fine. It's more so the content and the substance that I'm looking at. It's just like, battle pass, hearing that a Fortnite battle pass expert is hired, respectfully, I don't give a fuck about that. And I don't care about if there's a battle pass or not in this game. What I care about is the substance, the gameplay, and when I can play it. So like really and truly, because if this hits, like I hope that it will, this will be my Call of Duty replacement.
So they're saying here, they're saying here that this guy, his name is it's Andreas Howard. So he'd been working with Fortnite as far as creating that battle pass. He also helped the battle pass progression with Rocket League and Fall Guys. So these are some popular games here that this man has been working on.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that correlates with or helps out. Well,
one thing that I think that they would do is one thing that I do think that Naughty Dog would do, because they did this with Uncharted and they did this with all the Uncharted multiplayers and stuff like that. So I think they would do it with Factions as well. I definitely think you'll be able to have like Nathan Drake's costume, Chloe's costume, Nadine's all. I think that's what a lot of this is probably going to be built around. I feel like that's what it would be. I definitely feel like it would be along the lines of that. They probably have certain guns you can level up to, like to get those guns or whatever. And all
I don't mind a gun level up, but having that would take away the vibe of The Last of Us. Yo, I wouldn't like that personally.
I think they'll do that. I absolutely think they will.
I wouldn't like that. I get it. It would probably be popular with a lot of people, but I don't know, man.
I ain't gonna lie. If they got a Elena costume, or you can play as Elena and shit.
Yeah,
or
but the
like
thing
that,
is, yo,
like,
they're gonna be stabbing up Elena and shooting her head off. That's the Last of Us, factions type of, gameplay, like the brutal kills and all. You gonna see Elena happen that to Elena, man? For 100 times. I don't think that's gonna really bode well.
well, yeah, fair enough. Well, it might be. That's what I'm saying. It might be like the costumes. Who knows, man? There'll probably be different outfits and shit. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this battle pass stuff. What I need to, I need this. I need to. They have to give us information. I need to see.
Yeah,
I need to
we'll
see. Straight up.
We'll definitely
need to
see,
see.
man. And the last little news here that we have here, yo, shout out to my man Unicron for sending this trailer here. I don't know if you checked out this trailer yet, Persona, but this game is called the Project the Perceiver. And I'll let the game do the talking. This game looks amazing. No cap. This looks amazing. Looks like one of those type of I was going to say like Souls type game or whatnot, but I don't really want to, just slap a Soul type game.
You don't want to sully that?
No, but a lot of games is going for that type of, style of play. Like,
Is this coming to USA?
Yeah, it's a trailer for PS5 and PS4. So let me skip over here just to show you some of the gameplay stuff.
I'm looking at it right now. Let me see.
But it looks dope, man. It looks dope, man. Yo, Guap, what is good, man?
Oh, damn.
Yo, when I was watching this, I was like, wait, what?
He running off walls and all that? Yo, what's up? I don't think it's Souls-like. I think it's more so like an action adventure. Hey, yo, this looks dope. Okay, I'm digging this. When this drop? Yo, this looks cool. I'm digging this. PS4,
it looks heat, right?
Yeah, this looks really good. When is this drop?
It doesn't have a release date. It don't have like I don't even know if this is actually a name because it says Project the Perceiver. So
he switched to like a samurai outfit and now he's doing samurai moves. Word?
Yeah, it looks hella dope. It looks.
You got my attention. It's called the Perceiver. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, man. Unicron, he DM'd me this, and I was like, oh damn, this looks pretty legit. There's another little section here that I want to show. It's a long trailer, but it's like a boss fight that they show here. But you see why I said I don't really want to call it like a Souls type game because it looks similar, but it's not like it's not like it. You know what I mean?
You know what this look like? Oh, what I can get some vibes from with this. This looks like a 3D version of Trek to Yomi.
Oh yeah, for real. It got some Ghost of Tsushima elements too. Looking at the combat style.
Hey, yo, this boss fight look good too.
Yeah, and I like the old school kind of color palette of the game.
Yeah. I like the color palette as well. This is made by some Chinese developers. Okay.
Yeah.
So this might be part of like the China Hero project or something like that.
I'm not sure. I'll pause it right here. If you guys want to check it out, you guys could. But let me see. They don't really have a website here. It's showing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, so I guess it is like a Souls game, but it's like a Chinese open world action game, and this is all we pretty much have here.
It looks good.
I'll share it in the chat so you guys can pretty much check out the trailer yourself. But yo,
he put on a mask and turned into like a phantom, some like ghost phantom shit.
Yeah, bro, it looks pretty dope. Yo, and you also remember too that what you call it, Stella Cheeks, Stella Yams, as Stone would say.
Yeah, Stella Yams coming out. Stella Blade
2023, man.
2023. I hope that comes out early 2023, like for 6 months.
Yeah,
I really want to play that because I feel like they're pretty much almost done with this game.
So, guys, if you guys made it this far in the show, you have reached the topic portion of the show, and you know the vibes. Trophy it up. We gotta trophy it up, man. Shout out to Vipery's Corner Man for the super chat. He said Tenshu. I'm getting Tenshu vibes. Yeah, I see some Tenshu vibes too, especially with the war run and the grappling that was done up in here. But Persona, let's get into this topic, man. Cause we got some things we gotta talk about, man. PlayStation domination when it comes to the Game Awards. We see all of the nominees right now, and we're gonna have our own little, this little conversation as far as not every single category, but some of the more important ones. When it comes,
I really got a
to
link to my tweet.
yeah, absolutely. I thought this was savage. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold
Oh,
you.
this man is crazy. Go ahead, bro.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I was like, yo, this man done spark something right here, bro. Like, I think this is the first person. I think you was the first person I saw tweet the whole nomination stuff. So, well, before we get into all of that, man, how you feeling about the categories as far as the game that they put in there? In the actual,
Are we talking like all categories or just like
in the overall? What are gaming ones, not the whole esports?
Yeah, I don't care about all that esports stuff.
No.
I think everything was it fit for the most part.
I disagree. I think this was disrespectful here in this best fighting.
Give me the fighting game one. Yeah, Sifu being there. I was kind of just like, I don't see Sifu as a fighting game. I don't know why they put that there.
If they have Sifu in here, why not God of War in here? You know what I mean? Like,
hey, yo.
like, I don't understand that, bro. It's crazy. But as far as best fighting game, what did you put here? And the thing is, I don't like how they describe this. I was saying this in my stream. Best fighting, what that mean? No, best fighting game.
No, it needs to be best fighting game. Yeah. I think they named it like that so that they could slip Sifu in there.
Exactly,
best fighting.
Bruh. Exactly.
That's exactly why they named it like that. Because I'm like, best fighting game or best fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Best fighting? That doesn't make any sense. It should be best fighter.
Who's in charge of this
or
website
best fighting game.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, they did that to play around with the words. Says technically speaking, best fighting. Yeah, Sifu can fit in that category because it's a lot of fighting in Sifu. So yeah, that's a little funny that they did that. But for me, I chose DNF Duel here just because I JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I looked at I played the demo. Absolutely not. King of Fighters 15. I only played the demo. I didn't really play the full game. And Multiverses just didn't. The fact that I had to sign up and do all this bullshit. I'm good.
I had high hopes for Multiverses, but I didn't like the movement game.
I'm good.
But yeah,
in my opinion, DNF Duel is the most deserving of this on this list.
In my
personally
opinion,
speaking,
as well, I can see King of Fighters winning as well. But I feel
really and truly, I can see Multiverses winning that shit.
I feel like when it comes to an actual fighting game and what DNF has done, even though it lacked content like some of these other games here, matchmaking was great. You actually
matchmaking was good. Ease of use
in your rank. Yo, bro, I was playing King of Fighters, and I was like level or rank 14 or something like that, and I was getting matched up in like 20 something, and I was like, what the fuck? Let's slow this down, man. I'm learning the game. You know what I mean? The matchmaking was kind of wonky over there. JoJo Bizarre didn't have no rollback, so I'm not even looking over there. But when it came to netcode as well, DNF is one of the best games out there. Rollback.
Yeah, and the ease of use. I think it was a really good pick up and play fighter that you can, obviously it's very layered, but I think getting into the game, very easy. So I think DNF was very deserving of this award. I hope it wins.
Yeah, so hopefully they got a trailer at this Game Awards for DNF because they did promise new content or new patch update in December. So see. Yep. We're not going to do best family game, best multiplayer Persona. What did you put? I know what you put, boy. We got to ask, just just to ask. But
multiplayer here, I put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's no way in hell I was giving Modern Warfare 2 that. Absolutely. There's no way. There's no way in hell. If they had Vanguard there, I would have chose Vanguard over fucking Modern Warfare 2. Fuck out of here. There was no way in hell I was choosing Modern Warfare 2.
I was gonna put Splatoon 3, but I was like, you know what? I didn't play Splatoon 3, so that would be fraudulent.
Yeah, I didn't. I couldn't do that either.
When I was thinking about Shredder's Revenge, we had a great time multiplayer wise.
Yeah, we got the platinum, the whole game playthrough, man. You feel me? So I was like, yeah, fuck it, yo. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles all the way. all
Yeah,
the
for
way.
sure,
Although
yo.
I do think that this award is either going to go to Modern Warfare 2 or Splatoon. No cap.
I think it's going to go to Multiverses.
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
Multiverses.
I don't think so.
It's a free to play game. They're doing a whole bunch of content.
So is Overwatch 2.
Oh, it could be Overwatch 2 as well. Yeah, that could be a possibility too. But I agree 100% with you. Treasure Revenge should.
Good.
Content creator of the year, man. WUPS.
What's
up? What it is?
What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? Jay Bari and Persona.
Yeah, what? You're Jeff Keighley.
Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Jeff Keighley, why you hating?
WUPS at on this list, man? Crazy.
Jeff Keighley, why you hating, man? You know what I mean?
Crazy.
We need to talk to your jury, Jeff Keighley. But I went for this Cinderella.
Sorry, I knew you was yo.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen.
Yes, sir. Oh, my bad. Let's move on.
Yo, Bari, listen. Let me tell you, yo, ladies and gentlemen. No, go back to no. We gonna go right back to that content creator of the year. You are not gonna skip that. Go back to that content creator of the year. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I knew for a fact. I know Bari very well. I know him extremely, extremely well. I knew for a fact Bari's gonna pick this Cinderella chick. He don't even know who the fuck this is.
I don't.
Off the I knew for a fact Bari was going to choose this QT Cinderella chick.
Absolutely.
I just knew. I knew, bruh. I was like, yo, hold up. Oh yeah,
you got me.
Bari gonna choose her.
You got me.
Absolutely. He don't know who the fuck that is. I went for Nabillion, even though
I think Nabillion gonna win it. Why is he there? Why is he there?
That's gonna be sympathy vote.
Yeah. He's gonna
so
win.
I definitely think Nabillion is gonna win. Although, and I said this during my stream, I don't think he should have been there because really and truly, Nabillion is not making no content. You know, like I appreciate what he does.
Out there to
like we don't know, you know, no. And listen, I appreciate all that Nabillion has done for the community, and I do think that he was a very big and important part of the community, 100%. Right, I'm not taking that away, but no one knows who Nabillion is. No one knows what he looks like. No one knows
Avatar,
like how he sounds. No one knows what he likes to eat. You know, does he have a dog? Does he have a cat? Like, he's not a personable person where I feel like, look, they got fucking Mob Psycho as his picture. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like, he does not belong there because Nabillion is not making no content and he's not personable, respectfully. But I gave it to him because, you know, I didn't know who the fuck the rest of them was.
All right, so we're gonna do a few more and then we're gonna go to your tweet and talk about it. But we have best debut indie. I'm pretty sure I know what you voted for was Stray. People love the cats. But I voted for Stray as well. Stray was a great game.
I voted for Stray.
Like no joke. Like, yeah, Persona was very, very excited for Stray before the game came out and whatnot. My excitement was halted a bit until we saw that first like gameplay trailer. I was like, this was looking pretty good. But then Stray kind of blew me away when it came to the story aspect. I was like, yeah, this game's amazing. And graphically, performance is it's one of the best looking games there, man. Like, when you get to that Neon City area, I forgot what it's called. That shit look amazing,
beautiful,
bro.
Yeah, it was amazing. That's
I'm
when
like,
the story really
no
like
indie. No
it really took off when you got that. I was like, wow, like this is crazy.
I'm not voting for no Vampire Survivors. Listen,
I don't even know what that is.
No,
I've never heard of that before.
I said this yesterday on Mooch podcast. Yesterday, shout out to Mooch, Crossfire. Like, I was joking, but I really mean this as well. The Vampire Saviors is no different than any other indie game I've played. These wave based type games. I have gameplay right now that I can post of these type of games, and people will look at this and not even bat an eye. But if I download Vampire Survivors and upload that, it's like, oh, look, you playing the Game Pass game or whatnot. People will be more because that's what it is. It's on Game Pass and Microsoft and whatnot. That's why people are like hyping this up. But it's no different than any wave-based type game. There's many games like this. So debut indie, I wouldn't even expect that. There's no other. there's other games like Stray, Tunic, and all that stuff, but they're more unique in my opinion. Neon White probably will win this award as well if it's not Stray. And by the way, we got an email from this developer. By the way, I don't know if you saw that.
From where?
Blue 12 Studio. It's on a WUPS email.
When?
It was like a few days ago. I don't know if you saw it, but definitely go and check it out. Best role playing. What did you vote here for role playing, Persona? I voted for Elden Ring.
Role playing game. I went with Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Okay, I'm not really and truly any of these games outside of Pokemon Legends Arceus. If they win it, I wouldn't be upset. I didn't like Pokemon.
I like I'll say this: Arceus is better than the Scarlet and Violet bullshit. But I think any game here deserves it. Like really and truly. I don't know. I look at Elden Ring as more action than role playing.
Elden Ring is definitely a JRPG.
It's a JR. I know it's a JRPG, but I don't know. Like a Xenoblade Chronicles 3, from what I've played of it, I was really blown away with. I was like, all right, this is really dope. Elden Ring blew me away as well. I don't know. I just gave it to Xenoblade. I was like, all right, take a Xenoblade. You know.
I would be upset
even if Elden Ring. Yeah, I think if Elden Ring wins, then yeah, I think that's cool. I think it deserves it as well.
I don't know if we want to do the best action ones here. We'll save that a little bit. Where's the indie? Best indie. This is the one I want to go and talk to my man Persona over here, man. Because you know, I was watching your live stream. Or I watched the afterthoughts of the live stream because I was playing God of War. I'll be honest with you. I got home late and I was like, yo, Persona, you my man's. $100,000. I hit the like button. I shared it, but I'll watch this a little bit later. I gotta catch up in God of War. You know what I mean? People out here spoiling the game. People out here posting pictures. I gotta mute people and all that stuff. I was like, listen, bro. I'm already late. I already was in the office all goddamn day while everybody was playing the goddamn game, and I want to play. But one thing I definitely caught. was your best indie game. What's your best indie game? I mean, it's your opinion at the end of the day. But
so, if you was watching my stream, and I know a lot of people was watching my podcast when I was doing my nomination, my choices, my votes live. Cult of Lamb, Sifu, and Stray to me are the big standouts here. I think all three of these games are amazing in their own right. Played through all of them, all three of these, and they all resonate with me as a gamer. The reason why I chose Stray over Sifu, and it literally is by like a centimeter. I love cats, man. the cat game,
He said he a Maine Coon fan.
I am very excited. I was very excited for Sifu. Played it twice, platinumed it twice. I put time into Sifu. I love Sifu. Stray just edged it out for me just a tiny bit more because the story in Stray and the environments and the exploration and all of that, I really enjoyed that, man. It really resonated with me just a little bit more than Sifu. So that's why I gave it to Stray.
Nah, I respect it. But I gave it to Sifu.
Sifu deserves it too, though. Like if Stray Sifu or Cult of Lamb wins, it's a W for me personally. And if you watch my stream, I struggled with choosing. I was stuck for like 10 minutes, like thinking like, all three of these games are amazing to me. Like all three of them.
To speak objectively, any of these indie games here can win it. Cult of Lamb, Neon White, because I heard nothing but great things about this game here. And when I look at it as far as like the highest rated one within the reviewers, is this game right here, Neon White.
What is Neon White? Is that like an action based game?
It's like it's hard to describe. It looks like a platformer action type card type game. It's a whole mix of stuff where you're constantly just moving and moving. It's one of those level type stuff where you got to do it fast, but it's fast paced and you're constantly making decisions on the go type of game. But I hear a lot of people talk great things about this. Tunic, I heard a lot of people talk good things about this game as well. Cult of Lamb, the community was talking about this, a lot of great stuff about this. Really, truly, only Sifu and Stray I played here. Tunic, I haven't even started this game yet. I have it on PS5, but I haven't started it yet. But whichever one's honestly wins it. But I think out of all of these games, Sifu was a movement. This game shook the industry and it shook the gaming community.
But so did Stray though.
Absolutely not.
But in a different way. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Stop. First off, we're not going to do that. Explain
the movement. Explain the movement.
Let me explain. Let me speak. With Stray, the reason why I say Stray was also a movement is because, again, a lot of cat lovers and
Y'all bullshit out of here, bro. I ain't no movement.
Yo,
man.
Listen. There was people who don't even play games interested in Stray, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Community wise, bro. Nobody was putting out no Stray guides. This is how you do
don't
this.
Talk about no guide, bro. What are you talking about? Yo, I'm telling you, Stray was a phenomenon at the time, bro. When it first came out.
The conversations that I remember on Twitter with Sifu, YouTube videos.
I understand.
People was talking about difficulty in games. Like we was having discussion.
People were posting up their cat videos of their actual cats watching the game Stray and trying to mimic shit and all this other. I'm telling you, man.
That ain't no movement. That's just like a.
Yes, that is a movement. It's not the move. It's not the movement how you want it to be, because obviously with Sifu, with the guys and all that stuff, I get that. I'm trying to beat the game under level 25. But what I'm trying to say is, Stray was its own movement and its own phenomenon. It doesn't need to be one-to-one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still a movement. It doesn't need to be one-to-one to Sifu, right? But it still was a movement.
Bro, I'm talking about the actual game and what the game is doing. The conversations that the games was doing. Yeah, I do agree with the whole people sharing their cats and watching the cats play the game. Or why they play the game. I agree with that. I remember that. You're right about that. But when I say about movement,
Sifu was that you had a lot of scrubs mad that they
the thing is with Straight, that was like a 2-week type of thing. Sifu is still going right now. There's people still struggling right now trying to like, yo, how do I get this ending? How do I do this? How do I get past this? How do I beat this boss at level 25? How do I beat this?
I understand that.
Sean was a conversation for 2 months, brother.
I understand that. I understand that. But Stray is also a game that people, the cat lovers and the people that love animals.
I feel you.
I'm telling you, all I'm saying is, do not underestimate how much people love animals. That's all I'm saying, brother. Especially cats. Cats and dogs, bro. I'm telling you.
All right, so before we get to your tweet and whatnot, let's talk about Game of the Year. No, we gonna talk about your tweet because not no more on a fanboy side. I was just joking about the fanboy side, but
you're talking about the other tweet that I made? Oh, okay.
Your tweet you made was a gut punch. I ain't even gonna hold you on that. It was definitely a gut punch, but it still had facts there as far as PlayStation.
Yeah.
But Game of the Year, man. How do you feel about the games within this category? Do every single game on here deserves to be in this spot? Is there something that you replace or not replace, or you fine with everything in here? What's your overall thoughts?
So for Game of the Year, I never really played Plague Tale, so I feel like that's a game that really, it's kind of like a take it or leave it type of situation for me personally. Like I don't really care for it too much. So I think that's a game that I personally am like, you can stay or you can go. It doesn't really matter to me.
Play it yet. That's...
But I think. I don't think this belongs in the Game of the Year category, so I won't really mention it here. But I don't know. Like I'm kind of blanking right now when I'm thinking of like games that I played this year. So I'm kind of blanking a little bit, but everything else looks right. Elden Ring, obviously, God of War, absolutely. Horizon, hell yeah, absolutely. Stray, yes, yes. I do think Sifu should be here. I would probably replace Plague's Tale for Sifu. I think Sifu absolutely should be here.
When I think about Stray more and more, I do feel that it deserves a recognition. Game of the year, that's a high nomination right there. You know what I mean? For the jury and everybody to put Stray there, that recognizes that the game is great. Not just on the cat lover side of things and stuff like that, but
even the technical aspect.
Exactly, the technical aspect.
Graphically,
of Stray was amazing.
I was gonna say graphically, Stray is extremely beautiful.
Yeah.
The cat, like the cat model that they went with, them fibers and whiskers and all that shit. That shit's highly detailed, man. That ain't no bullshit. Like really and truly, that ain't no bullshit. So I do think Stray absolutely belongs there. And I think the story of Stray really is a compelling story, right? Because, it's this cat that's trying to just get back outside. And it turns into this whole apocalyptic storytelling of a world that used to be. And understanding that and seeing everybody's story unfold and all that, it took me by surprise.
It's like,
this shit is amazing.
Like the quote unquote souls of these people that used to live here now in these automatons kind of thing.
Yep.
And it have like this whole little world within this world. It was definitely, it took me by surprise for sure. The only reason why I take Plague Tale out of there, and there's no disrespect to Asobo Studio, is that I didn't play the game yet. So I feel like Sifu deserves the recognition as well. To be there. For Game of the Year, because it's nominated for everything else. I think it should be up there as well, in my personal opinion. But,
and Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I think it belongs there because from my time with I put like 30 hours into it. From what I've played of it, it definitely is a fun game. But funny enough, I don't know, did Monster Hunter Rise release this year or was that last year?
Monster Hunter Rise, I think did release this year, or it was like a DLC.
If Rise, no, that's Sunbreak. Sunbreak is the DLC.
Okay.
If Rise did release this year, I think Rise would be a good place on here as well. Rise was really
Xenoblade.
good.
I think Xenoblade better.
No, not over Xenoblade. No.
But yeah, I don't have an issue with the Game of the Year awards. I just find it kind of, they have the description here, but I'm like, are you really like fulfilling the description with the games that you have here?
Let's talk. Go ahead, Bari. Finish it out so we can talk about that. You opened the door. I'm about to kick the door open, waving the full floor. Go ahead, man.
I always question that when it comes to the game awards, because they have these descriptions here explaining why these games are in these categories. But something that's based on some of my experiences. I'm just like, I don't know if this should be here in this. Let
me talk about my experience, because the Game of the Year, it says recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. So that means developmental prowess.
Okay.
And with all due respect,
Elden Ring slander. I think Elden Ring does belong on there.
No, I absolutely think Elden Ring belongs on there. But if we're going by the definition of what a Game of the Year is based off the Game Awards, Elden Ring does not necessarily check off all boxes, because it did have a lot of frame rate and performance issues when it first released. That objectively speaking, using that definition, it should not be there. But I do think it belongs there because the experience of Elden Ring, I think, supersedes the bugs and performance issues that it had. So that's why it's there.
When it comes to a From Software game, it's the largest and biggest game that they ever created for a technical aspect. It is the best game that they have created.
Yes, which is a feat within itself that is worthy of recognition. Which is why I do think that Elden Ring does belong there. But if we're going by the definition, objectively speaking, it shouldn't be there, because it did have a lot of bugs and performance issues and things like that when it first released. So that within itself automatically disqualifies it from being a Game of the Year if we're looking at the technical field aspect. But I do think that the actual, like I said, I think the actual experience supersedes all that.
Yeah. I can see a lot of people bringing that up as well, for Elden Ring. But what's gonna overshadow that?
What?
The sales of the game and the actual reviews.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We gotta look at the jury before we go and finish out the topic. But here are the voting jury as far as all the games that got nominated within each category is because of these publications and websites and whatnot. So you have the Ars Technica, the Digital Trends, Easy Allies. Is IGN up here? Oh, of course.
They probably further down. Oh yeah, they are.
Kind of funny. Jeff
The
Grammer
LA,
show.
the LA Times. The fuck?
LA Times, GameSpot, Venture Beat is up here. Polygon. This is just the US. What's Good Games up there. Shout out to those two women. Is it three?
Three.
The Verge up there. Here's UK Edge, Eurogamer, the Gaming Bible. I didn't know that it was that popular like that. The Guardian, the Xbox website, Metro UK. Oh, VG 24/7 is a UK publication. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
VG Chronicles, I know that. I didn't know that. And here's the other global Argentina, Australia sites. Steve here is up here.
Info based Survivor. Why is the Let me shut
Start.
up.
RIP Press Start podcast, man. We want a resurgence for that. Brazil. All these is Xbox sites right here. Let's keep it a buck. Canada. So yeah, IGN Canada's now up here. I'm surprised that the other IGN sites in other regions is not in.
Well, I think IGN in general is just that the biggest entity of IGN, I think, is US. That's why they probably count that and not nowhere else.
Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of websites here that are a part of the whole voting process and why we see all these games. So everybody keep going at my man Jeff.
I've never heard of some of these sites either. Like,
yeah,
some
me
of these
neither.
I've never seen these just before.
So the Japanese sites I've heard of, but Malaysia.
Famatsu, I know Fanatsy, Dendeki,
Yep.
4Gamer, I know about that one.
It's definitely more than last year because I didn't remember scrolling all the way down like this last year. When we have to explain the same thing, it's all opinion, guys. These are the people that voted in these nominees, so don't get upset at Jeff Keighley. Every year we got to say the same thing to grown people. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a lot of here's the esports stuff here. All the why you got all the nominations for the esports. But yeah, this is the jury. So don't go and blame Jeff Keighley. Why you ain't put this game in here? Why Halo Infinite in there? Blame all these sites.
Like realistically speaking, right? For you personally, who do you think is gonna win this game of the year? Like for you, like not like your opinion, like objectively looking at it, like who do you think is gonna win? Yeah.
Objectively, I feel that I think Elden Ring is gonna win Game of the Year, just on the reviews, the overall reviews, the overall sales is impeccable for a From Software game that's selling that much and constantly charting. And I think like stuff like YouTube views and these YouTube channels that got millions of views from that, I think that's gonna play in hand as well. So I do think Elden Ring is gonna win it on an objective standpoint. As far as who I think is gonna win. Who do you think is gonna win it?
Yeah.
God of War or
Listen, man. Objectively, subjectively, God of War. I stand by that.
Oh, and objectively too?
Absolutely.
Hey man, I ain't gonna listen. I wouldn't be upset.
The storytelling in God of War is so superb. You know, I really think and from what we've been seeing with a lot of like reviewers and all that stuff saying that this is, I've seen a lot of like media folks or industry people saying like, yo, Elden Ring was high up there for me, but God of War, after playing that, oh yeah, it's tough. So I do think it's going to be a very hard decision. I do think that God of War, though, that story and it resonates with a lot of people. I think the story of the father-son story and whatnot, I think that resonates a little bit more with people than Elden Ring. That's why I also think it might also take it. But even if Elden Ring won, I think that it deserves it as well. So
Really and
you know,
truly as well, when it comes to across all creative and technical fields, I personally feel that Horizon Forbidden West should win as well. Because when it comes to that's the technicality of the game, story, combat as well, it's hitting on all cylinders as well. And out of all these games, Horizon is the most impressive game.
if anything, yeah, I think Horizon, and it's crazy too because I feel like Horizon's getting snubbed, right? Not snubbed, but like getting overshadowed by like the Elden Ring, God of War talks and all that. But I don't want people to get it twisted. For Horizon Forbidden West, absolutely is deserving of Game of the Year, and I hope it gets it as well. Between God of War, Horizon, Elden Ring, I think one of those three is the most deserving of it. But I think I do agree with you with like Horizon. If we're going by objectively with definitions, Horizon definitely checks off every single box because the technical aspect with the Decima engine and what they did, the mass variety of different enemies, the moving parts with everything in the game.
No other game is doing that,
Yeah,
bro. Like on that type of level, like open world type level.
The seamless
frames.
open world at that.
Yeah,
60 frames,
crazy,
seamless.
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
really and truly. Yeah, no. Horizon checks off every box and is
and
absolutely
it's the
deserving.
best looking game this year. Hands
I
down.
agree, hands
Probably
down.
the best
hands
looking
down.
game this gen. That's overall scope and everything. I
Bro,
still
the world,
think
the technology. Oh
I
my
still
god,
think
yo,
Ratchet
Horizon
and
is
Clank
amazing.
best looking game overall. But when it comes to the
I
open
think
world,
Horizon edges it out a little bit more.
yeah, like open
Don't you think?
world and what's in that game and how this game is holding up with everything that's in this game, how it looks like that, it's definitely the best looking.
Yeah.
But
agree.
let's move it along though, Persona man. You made a spicy tweet.
You talking about this?
Talking about the other platform, but we're
Oh
gonna
my
focus
god,
on
you're messy as
the
fuck,
domination of PlayStation when it comes to the nominees.
Yes, sir.
For the Game Awards. So PlayStation itself has 20 nominated games within the Game Awards. Annapurna 11, Nintendo 11, Bandai Namco 8, Riot 6, EA 5, Focus 5, Finji 4, Square Enix 4, WB Games 4. PlayStation is sweeping this year, or should be sweeping this year when it comes to the Game Awards. So it's based off the nomination. But this nominations that's recognizing like, okay, these games are just amazing in itself. It's not guaranteed a win, but just having the most nominations is a feat in itself. And 20 is a lot for all these categories that they have here on this website. Let's go look at the categories again. All these categories, there's 20 PlayStation games within these categories. So what's your overall thought? I see your overall thoughts, but PlayStation centric wise, what's your overall
this is no surprise. I think when we're looking at this year for PlayStation, and even when we do our year in review for PlayStation and gaming in general this year, towards the end of the year, the conversation of great games that have been released this year, you can absolutely say PlayStation is a part of those conversations. When we look at GT7, when we look at Horizon Forbidden West, when we look at God of War Ragnarok, when we look at The Last of Us Part 1 remake, and the myriad of other smaller titles and partnerships and things like that, PlayStation has definitely dominated 2022 in my opinion. And I do think that, these nominations also they confirm for a lot of people in the community who like to say, well, this is not a great year for PlayStation, or there's not really anything impressive. Clearly, the people who the industry says otherwise, right? Because look at the nominations. Numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So, a lot of those talking points that a lot of people like to use to kind of down PlayStation's exclusives or try to down the success of these games because they're not, selling like COD does. It's like, well, the industry thinks otherwise.
Absolutely. And once again, this is only one award show there's going to be many more and many other award shows that happen throughout this year and next year, because the Game Awards is probably like the most popular one that happens. But you have like the BAFTA, the golden
Golden
joystick. There's many other like award shows that's going to be happening throughout the couple of months. So a lot of people focus on this one because they have like a lot.
There's
of
also a
premieres.
Game Developers Award too. I think that's the BAFTAs, or there's another award show where actual developers vote on like these different types of categories, like Game of the Year and all that stuff. And it's like, if God of War, Horizon, or something like that wins, and this is being judged by a jury of other developers and peers who make these games as well, what does that say? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, I feel like that speaks volumes more than, because you're being judged by a jury of your own direct peers who also create games and understands what it takes to make a game, and actually can see a lot of the nuances and other things that are being put into games that the naked eye or someone who has no experience developing games can see. And if they're also seeing this and thinking that this is a great game and worthy of, a Game of the Year or best in class or best in genre or whatever, that speaks volumes.
Okay, so yeah, I agree 100% with you. And PlayStation disrespected out here, man. Nobody's capping out here. The industry recognized the games are great, and the gamers themselves recognize the games are great. So, when we speak highly about these games, you're gonna understand. You understand if you're playing them as well. So I had some secret questions here, but I'm gonna make them more like homework assignments for like the next show, or when we do our report cards for 2022. So here are the questions here that we're not going to fully answer. We're not going to answer it here on this show, but it's for the next couple of shows that we're going to be doing. Next one, because the next show we're going to be doing is actually right after the Game Awards, right? No. We got the third, and then we have the Game Awards. Okay, so we can actually save this for like 2 weeks. Should I save it?
Is it in correlation to the Game Awards?
One of them is, but overall. So here's the question. I'm gonna say it. What the question? The first one here is: were there any personal favorites not listed in the Game Awards show? Right. The second one was the most overrated game this year and most underrated game this year. And then I went to the most overrated game this generation and the most underrated game this generation. But we'll see.
I need to think about that. Yeah, save that for those questions, because
if you saw the outline, I said secret questions here. That's a surprise. I was like, what? I think this will be better like when we do like an overall like report card type of show or whatnot. And
save that for like when we do our year in review show where we talk about like save it for that. Yeah. Those are good questions though.
Yeah, I had a lot of here, but we kind of went longer than expected, because I think we passed 3 hours or whatnot.
Yeah, we're coming up on 3 hours now, actually.
So yeah, we're gonna close it out here, guys. We appreciate everybody that came through and supported the show. All the super chats. Oh, matter of fact, super chats.
Yeah, let me get those. Or matter of fact, can you see them?
I can see them. Tenshu Vine, so my man. Okay, I see it right here. Shout out to Vipery's Corner with a $4.99. You also have to take into account the sites that are voting. These motherfuckers got Survivor as a voter. Auto irrelevant to me. And then we have Dildo Baggins with a $2 that will Kratos and Freya make sweet love.
What?
Dildo Baggins.
That might be a troll.
Whatever you assume they're gonna do, Dildo Baggins, you do that, man. We appreciate the super chat though.
that might be a troll. Okay.
But if you made it this far in the show, you already know the vibes. Here's your platinum trophy.
Fire.
Did it go? There you go. Why did it delay? All right, so there's the platinum trophy, guys. Man, we appreciate it. 106 platinums for you guys that's watching the podcast. You know what I mean? It's an amazing feat here. Everybody should be level 4 in the What's Up PlayStation podcast. PlayStation stars.
I'll be there by the time our next show is. I'll be level 4. That's a fact.
Absolutely. Yo, we're gonna do a live PlayStation customer service refunding the game on WUPS at level 4. But yo, Persona.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, Persona, hit us with your outro, man. Let the people know what's going on. You know what I mean? What you got coming, where they can find you. Let the people know.
Yes, sir. So first off, man, yo, shout out to everybody that came through to episode 106 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast with me and Bari. We definitely appreciate y'all rocking out, man, here on your Saturday, watching us live, chopping it up in the chat and all that good stuff. It's always fun. It's always a fun time every Saturday, man. But for me, man, listen, for the time being until Twitter goes away, you can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. And I always post gameplay and good. It's always a good time. And then for me, you can also follow my YouTube channel at Gaming with Persona. And I've been kind of dry on the content these past week or two, because it's really and truly, guys. I love doing content and videos and podcasts and all that. But when there's a lot of games back to back, I really want to be playing these games, beat these games, and creating those type videos and stuff like that. That stuff takes a lot of time. So sometimes I'm a little bit slower with putting out certain things.
They don't understand the editing process. That shit takes mad time, bro.
It takes a lot of time, man. A lot.
And you got to redo certain things. Oh no, this didn't sound right. Let me do this over.
Yeah, bro. I'll do I would think editing a video would take 2 hours. Sometimes it takes me 4 hours, man, because you don't want to get the right screenshots or the right video and all that.
I would have the thoughts out, the rough version, and I would sit on that. I wouldn't publish it or nothing, but I'll rewatch it. I'm like, nah, I do it over, and then I'll just go with the flow again. But I understand.
But
and you do more editing too, because you editing from your computer. I'm editing through SharePlay or Share Factory.
Yeah. So it's trying to get the right video segments that line up with what I'm talking about and different types of transitions and all this other shit. That stuff takes a lot of time. But I do enjoy doing it. Plus it's holiday time, so my 2-week Christmas vacation coming up. So I'm trying to just kind of chill and game it up. But I am going to do a One Persona Speaks this week or next week coming up. We are going to do a One Persona Speaks. My review for God of War isn't going to be out until the following week. So not Thanksgiving week next week, the week after. I'm going to do that's when my God of War review is going to come out. Listen, guys, it's going to have spoilers in it. Right? It's going to just be able to. I won't make it too spoiler heavy, just because I'll save that for the spoiler cast. But we are gonna, I am gonna talk about certain things. You will see certain scenes or certain instances when I try to talk about stuff that to make sense of why I'm speaking about it in the way that I am. I need to give examples. So the review is going to be out. Expect the review to be about 30 minutes. It's going to be a beefy one, but obviously timestamps and all that'll be there for y'all to navigate through. Also, spoiler cast is happening probably the week after I put my review out, or probably the end of that week. What I'll do to make it easier as well, I'll do a spoiler cast. I don't know if we'll do it here, Bari, or on my channel or your channel or whatever. But then I'll probably do a spoiler cast space as well, just to kind of get the Twitter people that might not be able to come in during I might do a spoiler cast space. I don't know. But outside of that, man, I might play some COD tomorrow. I don't know. It's the new season 1. We'll see how I feel when I wake up. I kind of want to get through Star Ocean, so I'll see how I feel when I wake up. But that's really it, man. That's really it for me, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. Listen, no podcast next week either. It is Thanksgiving, so no show. We're going to be coming back December 3rd.
Curry goat. Feel me?
Yes, sir. Mac and cheese, collard greens, all the good stuff. So yeah, there won't be a podcast next week.
You cooking, or you not cooking?
I'm cooking a dish, and I'm actually going to a Thanksgiving party.
You decide what you cooking yet, or you just all right?
I'm No. I'm bringing the mac and cheese. I always bring the mac and cheese every year.
Oh,
It's
your
like a
mac
little
and
get
cheese is
together.
suspect though. You can't be using that craft joint, man. You gotta make it from the scratch.
Hey,
you know what I
Bari,
mean?
get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
nigga. Who the fuck are you talking to, bro?
Hey yo,
My mac and
this man
cheese
got my man was
Hey,
using
yo,
the powdered
Hey, yo,
cheese.
get the fuck, hey, yo, get the fuck out
my
of here,
mac
man.
and cheese, man.
Hey, yo, my mac and cheese is not no fucking suspect.
yo.
Hey, yo, Bari, you funny, bro. My mac and cheese ain't nowhere near suspect. Are you crazy, bro?
Yo, listen. You
out of
ain't
your
gonna post
mind.
it. You ain't gonna post it after you make it.
No, I need you to post the shit that you cooking.
Oh,
so we can judge your shit.
I'm making short ribs. I'm making short ribs.
Disgusting. Post it. Make sure you post that shit up too.
Hey,
I will absolutely post my mac and cheese. I'm making it the day of.
His mac and cheese lighter than me.
You crazy. You crazy. My mac and cheese is creamy, it's cheesy, and it's cooked very well.
Are you gonna
Trust
use
to
real
believe.
cheese this time or the powdered one?
I don't use no powdered cheese, brother. I use real cheese to begin with. What are you talking? Very funny, man. Yo, very funny, man. Very real funny. Very real funny. I'm gonna pull up to your house and get some of your food, nigga.
All right, come on.
So I can see what's up, man.
Come on through,
Trying to judge.
I'm doing short ribs this week, man. We're gonna do some famous barbecue short ribs.
Disgusting. Short what? Short ribs? Short ribs?
I said like a kid.
Short ribs.
No, you gotta say it like a kid. Barbecue short ribs.
Short ribs. It's gonna be a real chill. Like, really, like holiday times, like it's not like how it was back in the day. Remember back in the day, you had like hundreds of family members come over.
Yo,
and all that.
Everybody separated a little bit now.
Yeah, I don't really like the one day, like it's a nice little small little get together on that day. But then that Friday and the weekend, I'm trying to chill, bro. I'm not trying to be like, like.
Are
I'm
you
trying
doing
to
any
chill,
shopping like on?
Nah. Only thing I want is the 4090, but I might wait till I get that closer to my birthday to do that build. Remember I told you? Oh, actually no, the Elgato stuff.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that offline. But I think 2023 is when we should probably plan to have that stuff.
Like the camera and all that stuff. I was gonna plan on getting it like Black Friday stuff, but I'm gonna just wait till like December. I'm gonna wait till December because I'm gonna focus more on like if I'm buying anything or get some for the family. You know what I mean? Yep. So I don't have to like rush out in December or nothing. But we're gonna see.
Most of that stuff will probably be closer to my birthday, honestly.
Yeah, when we do this new overlay too, man, I think we probably would get rid of like the chat aspect and have the cameras there or the cutout for the cameras there and whatnot. Well, it
will probably be like two main cutouts at like front and center, and that would probably and then we have like our ats and all that social media stuff underneath, and like a nice WUPS logo. I mean, we'll talk offline, but
yeah,
I've got like quite a few ideas or whatever. But when we get on camera, there won't be a chat there for sure.
Yeah, because what I mean, these chats be weird sometimes, man, with these weird ass bot accounts. But guys, we appreciate everybody that came through and support the show once again, man. If you did like the show, hit the like button. If you really, really liked it, definitely subscribe to the channel. And if you really, 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 really liked it, join the WUPS Nation, hit that membership join button and get all the perks that comes with being a part of the WUPS Nation.
Yes, sir.
But this is episode 106 and it's in the books. And we appreciate
Remember, guys, there's no podcast next week. We will return December 3rd.
Yes.
Remember that.
You know what I mean?
Also, we're going to be doing a WUPS game night. I guess we'll probably have the date.
They come out the 22nd, right?
The 22nd is Tuesday, but it's Thanksgiving week, so I don't think we'll do it this week, but probably the week after. During the week, we'll probably do like a WUPS game night where we're gonna play through Evil West.
We can do it the Sunday or the Monday.
Sunday and Monday of that weekend? Yeah. All right.
I think everybody should be out or leaving around that time, or out of my house for sure.
Hey yo, really truly, man, my house is like a sanctuary, bro. Like I don't like too many people running through my crib, man. That shit gives me like
busy, man.
Oh, trust me, I know.
My house be busy, but and then the 30th, I go into the office. That's an important closing day for me. So you probably will hear from me on the 30th. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Once again, Persona, close us out.
Yes, sir, guys. And always remember, guys, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. And we'll see you guys December 3rd, the same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. We appreciate you. We appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend.